Bossy, y'all tap up on the screen. The conversation. Wow. Well, I'll wait till Bossy go live. Just let me know.
Yeah, I'm live now. I'm live on my personal and the Black Atheist Coalition channel, so we good.
Say less. So introduction. Y'all know Black Atheist. Y'all know Bossy, brother in Antichrist over here. Tonight's conversation is Black people should not be. Well, let me make it. Yeah, Black people should not be Christian, Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite. You gotta. Well, yeah. I was gonna say.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you good. I ain't know. Like I was on. Like if you turn your camera off and do it that way, like you don't accidentally like click through your pictures. So yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
You good. Yeah. Be easy to do that one day, and we was like, cut the camera off just in case you don't want to make sure. Yeah.
You get some of that you don't want to get on there.
Yeah. but no, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Tap the screen, tap the screen. Let's get to 1,500 likes. Black people should not be Christian, Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite. That is the topic. Black people should not be Christian, Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite. So, how you feeling? What you thinking, Bossy?
I'm thinking definitely that Black people should not be Christian, Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite. You know what I mean? None of these cultures came from us. None of those religions came from us. None of them are about us at all. So we should not be Christian, Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite. You know what I mean? Christianity is something that is foreign to us. Islam is something that's foreign to us. Now, there are a lot of West Africans who were Muslim, but they were more Muslim for like political reasons. You know what I mean? For trade, to get basically to get like treaties with powerful countries or powerful not corporations, powerful empires. That's basically what they came Muslim for. They were Muslim politically, but in their social life, they did everything that they needed to do, spiritually with their own indigenous religions. You know what I mean? And you can see that with Arab explorers who went to go explore Mali. They said that they were doing Islam wrong. You know what I mean? Because the women were allowed to have they things hanging out. You know what I mean? How he was over there. They was allowed to have them hanging out. They were allowed to have male friends. They still did their animism and their sacrifices. They were only Muslim for political reasons. They didn't really care about the spiritual side. You know what I'm saying? So, and when it comes to Black Hebrew Israelites, that's just a conspiracy theory. You feel me? That's just a conspiracy theory. So we shouldn't be any of these religions. These have nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? And honestly, in my opinion, they've done massive damage to the African continent. They've done a lot of times they force us to give up our spiritual heritage for apparently no good reason. You know what I mean? Hold on, my thing keep messing up. There we go. They force us to give up our spiritual heritage for no good reason, and I see no good reasons for us to give up our spiritual heritage. You feel me? Now, does that mean that you have to be an animist? No, I don't mean you have to be an animist, but you don't need to be these religions who have nothing to do with us and never have.
Well, we done hit 2,000 likes now. You ready to?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to take some guests, y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. We'll go ahead and take some guests. We'll do 15 to 20 minutes each person. Well, how that sound like, Bar?
Yeah, unless they actually got some evidence or something, they might get to stay longer.
They might get to stay longer. Yeah, unless the conversation goes better.
I don't know what order we're gonna go in. We're just gonna do I'm gonna go do at the bottom.
Yeah, man. Whoever brings up, I'm pretty sure the people with the cross in their names definitely want to come up.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay. I pressed somebody's name, but it didn't invite him. I don't know what just happened. Let me try this one. So the guest has to join. Okay, pressed.
Hold on. Let me take a look.
I pressed it. Here. I pressed the person's name, and when oh shit. Well,
okay. Well, I accepted that person. All right. So Glory,
you better than me.
Oh, good. All right. So Glory is up first. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I feel like I ain't mean to cut you off.
The cross is in my name. I'm about to change my name because I've been on a lot of these panels. People arguing over the same book, books, the same religions.
Hold on. What? Yeah.
I feel like I'm not going to be reading the Bible anymore.
Yeah, just hold on. How old are you?
40.
And what is your religious indoctrination?
I was Christian, practicing, and then I was practicing Hebrew Israelism as well.
So you're not
right, back and forth. I was back and forth with it, and that's what the confusion was.
Oh, is Jesus Christ? Is Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior today?
No.
Cool. So you agree with the prompt? Black people shouldn't be Christian, right?
Yeah, I just got these crosses in my name because at one point I did believe that.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? But after doing, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these panels and stuff, you know, I'm feeling like that book was made by a publishing company and the best.
Weirdo.
Yeah, weirdo.
Yeah. No. Glory to God.
What's up, guys? How are you?
How old are you, Diaspora?
I'm old as shit. What's up? I'm 37. To be 37. What's going on?
That's not old.
That's not
shit.
too old. That's around the
same
age.
I'm not listening.
God damn.
I'm kidding. I just don't know. Well, you guys look like you might be around the same age as me. So.
God.
Yeah, I am. Okay,
I see the gray. I was, you know, I don't know about my brother over here, Black Atheist Rants, but I actually just came in recently, but it was just, I saw what you guys had in the background, and I'm all about this kind of conversation, and I'm doing a lot of work in Haiti, so and we are incorporating this idea of the divisiveness around just around the different religions, and it's really interesting because I have been able to get the head of Voodoo to partner with me, as well as one of the biggest pastors that has 63 churches on the ground in Haiti, and have gotten them to work together under a shared purpose. And so I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, hold on, Diaspora. I'm just trying to make sure, because I'm trying to get the ops in first. So do you agree that Black people shouldn't be Christian?
I don't know if I agree with that, but I understand where I understand the source of what you're speaking on, and I think I agree at the root. But I would have to hear more. Like I said, I came in towards the end, like literally 5 minutes ago. But I think I'm understanding where you're taking this, but I don't know if I would say that Black people shouldn't be Christian. I think
so then we can have a conversation. I dropped those two people that were just up here just because I don't know who did you let them up, boss?
Yeah, actually I'm letting them up because we're gonna go one at a time.
Oh, I didn't, because I was like, well, yeah, I don't want them coming off mute and interrupting and it's not their turn. So I was like, well, we just have the person, whoever we talking to. So Voss.
All right, cool. No, it's all good. Yeah, Orlandis and I was just gonna talk to the people who Orlandis and Yoso General. We're gonna bring y'all up in a few minutes. Let's just talk to Diaspora first. All right, Diaspora, I appreciate you doing all the work that you are doing in Haiti. 63 churches. That sounds like the pastor of Tabernacle of Glory, because he has a mega church here in Miami. So that does sound familiar.
I don't know. His name is Dr. Degon Jacques. He has 63 churches on the ground. He has 13 schools, a university, and a Bible school.
Yeah,
and
that's
huge influence in Africa, Venezuela. So
of course, of course he is. So
get a
come on, let's go. What's your beef? What happened? What Jesus do to you?
Well, I know Vosi got more to say than me about this one, so I'll just ask a simple question and then I'm gonna throw it back to him. Do you think people should practice religions that they were forced, like that were forced on them? Do you think people should practice religions that were forced on them, or used or weaponized against them, tools for their demise and destruction?
I think people.
Yes or no?
No, it's not a yes or no.
It is a yes or no.
No, it's not. I think that yes. No, I do not believe that people should take the religion that was given to them and
no. I didn't say given to them, Diaspora. Given, no, forced on. Do you think people should practice religions that were forced on them? Yes or no?
No.
Okay,
cool.
Go ahead, Vossi.
Okay,
so that's so well. Before Vossi goes, I just want you to know you and I agree. So it wasn't a trick question. I wasn't trying to trap you. It was not like me trying to got you moment. I was just saying that I was trying to see if we agree or not. So you and I agree. So go ahead, Vossi.
Let me go ahead and go down this dialogue tree. Well, first, we actually didn't get clarification on yourself. Are you Christian,
No,
Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite? Like, and when I say Christian, like, do you accept the Lord Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior and stuff like that?
No.
Okay. So, like, do you?
But I would consider myself. I think it's the new term. You know, they be giving new terms these days. But I think they call it an omnius, or something like that. So a respecter of all religions, and I have. So, you know, growing up, I grew up Catholic, and then I changed my religion to non-denomination Christian, and then like that took me into, you know, I think about 10 years ago, I started, you know, just figuring out what the fuck is going on, having an identity crisis. Like, this does not make sense. And so I have educated myself in multiple religions, and you know, I take value from each, and I reference each. And so yeah, that's kind of, do I believe Jesus is real? Yes, I do. Am I a Christian? No, Jesus wasn't a Christian.
Okay. So I guess my question would be like,
it's a lot that she just said.
There's a lot. Yeah, I could understand the position. Now, you said that you believe Jesus was real, but like, is he dead or did he rise from the dead?
Listen, I think so. So I think a lot of things that people take literal, they're not literal, right? Like, you know,
like Jesus.
Yeah, so Jesus didn't literally rise from the dead then in your worldview.
So do I believe he literally rose from the dead? No, not really.
Jesus wasn't a real person, guys.
Right. So yeah, we could get into that.
Is it a real person?
No,
whether he was a real person or not.
We'll get there, but go with Vossi for a minute.
Yeah. We'll
You mean
we'll
that's not his name, or you mean he didn't exist?
He didn't exist. Go ahead, Vossi.
Yeah, it's a Bar's opinion that he didn't exist. I'm more here and there with it. I would say that he didn't exist in the way that the Bible describes. He definitely didn't exist that way. You know, I mean, he was probably just like a regular dude. Like, in my opinion, if there was a Jesus, he was basically like the Iron Age version of Mr. Beast. You know what I mean? Just going around like helping folks, and he got real popular, and then, you know, legendary things started happening around him. That's how I view Jesus. He didn't have any powers or anything like that.
Oh, okay. And so you don't think there's any spirituality? There's no.
No, I don't believe in any ghosts, any spirits, any gods, any of that, because there's no evidence that those are things. Those things are true. Now, I'm Haitian myself, so there are plenty of people who have given me, you know, stories of people rise from the dead. None of it's ever been proven to be true. None of it.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so you do not believe in spirituality or any type of mysticism or anything like that.
No, the only type of spirituality I would believe in is if it's metaphorical. Like, if you were like, you know, burning some sage, you know, to clear your house to get meditation, sure, that's fine. Or if you're like, you know, pouring out liquor, something that actually did come from Africa, the pouring out liquor thing. If you do practices like that, you know, to have a moment of silence for the people that you lost or for your ancestors, et cetera, all that is good and well. So if you take like the god Shango to mean something like virility and masculinity as a metaphorical thing, that's fine. But Shango being a real person and Papa Legba being a real entity that's going to guide your spirit to the afterlife, that's BS.
Okay, so let's talk about, like you just talked about Legba. Do you believe that there's certain situations where the law of Legba will come and open up the way, like a spiritual opening for things to happen? Do you believe in those types of things?
No, there's no Legba. He doesn't exist.
Well,
the law doesn't exist. The spirit of Legba does not exist.
No, unless you're talking about metaphorically.
So let's diaspora. I want to move it. I want to move it a little bit. So
can I see what's your ethnicity? I'm just wondering. Black Atheist Rants.
I don't look black.
You are. Well, I mean, like, are you?
He's American. He's Solon.
Okay, you're an American.
I do not claim.
Bar is Solon. Let's just say that he's Solon.
You're a melanated individual that was brought by, you know, he was born in the U.S.
Yeah, I was born.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I get it.
Bar is Solon. Just like I said, he's Solon.
Okay.
Diaspora.
What's up?
So you said you're an omnist, right?
Yes.
And so the disconnect between us and you is you can find spirituality in all of these religions.
Yes, I can find spirituality in nature, in numbers, in different religions.
Yes.
I believe that Muslim and Christianity are a part of the same tree, family tree.
The Abrahamic religions are tools for control. It's nothing spiritual about oppressing and controlling large groups of people. There's nothing spiritual about that.
That's how people utilize them.
That's what they're for. Yeah.
That I don't believe that that's what they're for, because I've drawn so much wisdom, and as a spiritual person that has gone through deep spiritual actualization over the last 7 years, there's no way that if anything, it brought me freedom of self and sovereignty, and giving me more power to actualize and free other people.
Can you do that without religion at all?
Spirituality, no, I don't believe without spirituality.
We're talking about religion.
Yes, I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person.
So you're not a religious person, and what I'm trying to get you to understand is that the three Abrahamic religions are tools for control. They've always been that.
I don't believe that. I believe that it was manipulated to control, right? The way that it was delivered.
The Old Testament gives laws on who you can enslave, who you can subjugate, who you can discriminate against. You know this, right?
All of these things, but that's what okay. I hear.
Yes, no. You said it right. That's what every religion.
Human error. That's right. That's just humanity.
Yes, because humanity.
That's law. That's religion. That's everything.
Yes, humans created religions to control people. You're right.
Humans created everything.
Yes, and religions are to control people. Diaspora.
Religion. That's why I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual.
But this conversation is about religion. It says black people shouldn't be.
But you're talking about. But I do believe in scripture, and I believe that scriptures are reference points that we can use to advance and actualize our life to produce prosperity and fruitfulness.
So can we do that without scriptures?
Well, hold on. You're a spiritual person that's not religious, that believes in religious scripture.
No, I draw from scripture. That's just because they put it under religion. That doesn't so if I go into the pyramids, what is that religious? Is that not can I not draw from that? I draw from numbers. I draw from nature. I draw from religious scripture. I draw from the Quran.
Can I have hold on. Wait, let me just get a clarification. When you say you draw from them, what does that mean?
That's a great question.
Draw wisdom. From a reference like Proverbs. I will look at Proverbs and apply what I read to my life to add value
Proverbs.
to my life.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But I'm not only talking about biblical scriptures.
Right, I understand. I understand. I get it. What I'm saying is that the lessons that we do see in Proverbs and in the Quran and any surahs and any scrolls that we would see in Jainism or the Bhagavad Gita, these are things that we can discover on our own without them, correct? Because before those things were written down in those texts, those people were already philosophizing those things before those religions were even put together, right? So what we see in Proverbs is things that people already thought of. So it's not really that it's that we needed Proverbs in order to do that. It's just that people thought of this already, and for thousands of years, no one wrote it down until they wrote the surahs or until they wrote Proverbs. Does that make sense? Which means that we don't really need to draw from that.
That's fine, but that's where it's written down, and that's the reference point that we have, and so I utilize it. There's still truth in it, right? Just because I acknowledge that it is everything is flawed. Everything that is written is flawed because as humans, we are flawed, but there's wisdom that I draw from that.
Diaspora.
What's up?
Do you understand how religion has been used to control people? Do you understand that?
Yes, I understood that from the very, very beginning.
you understand that when white Christians when they were stripping black people of their names, the cultures, identities, and stuff like that, all of that was in the name of Jesus. And then Christianity was forced on those people to keep them docile, to keep them from rebelling and revolting. You know, they didn't just force Christianity on people because it's the truth. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No, it was used as a weapon. It was used to control people, to colonize people. Right?
Yes, they manipulated it to control people.
No. That's where our disconnect is. You think they manipulated the religion. They did not manipulate anything. Everything that has been done in the name of the God by the people who has benefited the most from the religion. Who's
the people though?
Why? Yes, Europeans.
Europe. Okay, but I'm
talking about who do you think wrote the New Testament? Who do you think wrote the New Testament?
It doesn't. We're not. Let's not even. I was going to go back to the
show
Old
you
Testament.
something. I'm trying to. The Old Testament.
It doesn't matter. Like the whole Bible, right?
Stop. No, see, that's what we. The whole Bible is not. It's not one religion. It's two. The first half is called the Tanakh. That's a whole separate religion that has nothing to do with the second half. You understand that, right? The Jews will tell you that Christianity is not there. That don't have nothing to do with them. They'll tell you that.
Okay, yes, I know that.
Christianity, the New Testament is they say it's the continuation or the fulfillment
of the Old Testament, but
that's just that's bullshit.
Okay, that's the way that it was given to us.
There was nothing.
Right.
What you keep talking about giving?
The way that I was.
You think they just went around handing out pamphlets?
No. What I'm saying is that I went to a Catholic school growing up. Mm-hmm. So there's a way that they presented this information.
I'm not talking about you when you were a child. I'm not talking about that.
I'm talking about anybody. It's just a document. It's just a history book.
All right. So that's hold on. I want to say two things. Number one is not a history book. It's historical fiction. But the second thing that I would say, I'll explain what I mean by historical fiction. But the second thing that I would say is that we're not talking about like you personally or in modern times. We're talking about like our people when they were first in Africa. The only people that you can say is quote unquote given to were the Ethiopians. But everybody else, it was basically indoctrinated and forced upon them. Like the kings of Congo, the only reason that they converted to Christianity was for trade and power and political reasons. Mm-hmm. And then that was just forced on everyone else. And when the kings of Congo saw that the Portuguese were enslaving their own people, they tried to tell them, hey, as Christians, we shouldn't enslave each other. Mm-hmm. And what did the Portuguese do? They killed those kings. You see what I'm saying? So like this was always a tool in order to indoctrinate African people in order to like get their resources essentially. King Leopold even said that the only reason to Christianize Africa is to make them, make them subservient to European markets and to make poverty noble. So this was never a thing that was really quote unquote given to us. It was always an indoctrination or forced upon us in order to make us subservient to the Europeans.
Okay, I follow you. Right. I still don't agree in the sense that these books, these scriptures, these religions, right? So for example, if I was born in Sudan, I'm gonna be Muslim. If I'm born in China, most likely I'm gonna be Buddhist. If I'm born in India, I'm gonna be Hindu. So to me, the way that I see religion is people's individual, right? So like people's path to be able to connect to the source, right? Like at the end of the day, everybody needs a pathway to teach them about spirituality, about how to connect with the earth, humanity, and the creator. And so I feel like each of these religions, if you go, they have similar principles. Mm-hmm. They have similar understanding.
Yeah, we get all that.
It's a path.
Right. Yeah, so we get all that. Hold on. We get all that. The thing is, since we're atheists, we don't believe in any source or any higher power or any spirits or anything like that. So all that is kind of useless.
I can feel it in your energy. Are you happy, people?
Why would I not be happy? Like I have a wife who loves me. I live a very.
For me.
Well, hold on. That's right. Let me just explain this. I have a wife who loves me. We're planning to have children. I live in a house that I paid for. Her parents are going to pass down the house to us. My parents are going to pass down the house to me, which is going to make us a millionaire in a few years. I work a good job. She works a good job. All our bills are paid. There's food in our fridge. I have lots of friends and family. You know what I mean? Like me and Bar met like just this year. I've been a fan of him for a while, and now I'm hooking up with him. And then we're doing all of this. I have an organization that I'm part of that I volunteer in my community. I have nothing to be upset about. So yes, we're happy people, and we didn't need spirituality to do that. Make sense?
And we're talking about a very important topic. So it's like you're coming at this from a omniscient point of view, and I'm coming, and my thing is historical. All I care about is history and what the facts shows us. I don't care about how you feel about it. I care about what.
I brought him up because there's just 1 minute left for diaspora.
Okay, yeah. It's not about your feelings. It's just about what's actually true and what has actually been done. But,
right, and we find nothing in the Bible to be true. At least it's supernatural claims. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. I can respect all of that. I think for me, I don't really give a shit about history. I use history. Let me say I don't give a shit.
That is your problem. That is your problem.
I just corrected myself, so let me finish. I use history as a reference point, right, to understand the present. How I determine if something is good for me or not is its ability to produce good fruit. So if something for someone is producing good fruit and it's producing a healthy experience and it's creating goodness for other people, then I'm not about to fight with it, right? Because if it's creating a ripple effect of abundance for myself and others and a greater experience that liberates other people, to me, that is the point of humanity. That is the point of being here.
And I'm so glad you say that, because what we've seen from Christianity, Islam, and the whole Israelite thing.
But I'm not religious.
Is that I understand.
Yes,
I understand.
We know exactly what you are.
Well, what I'm saying is that I'm glad that you said that, the fruits and everything like that, right? Because what we've seen from these three organizations and religions is negative fruit, especially when it comes to Black folks. It doesn't liberate us at all.
Yes, I do believe that in the majority, but I think there's a way to reform that without telling people. I don't think
you good.
Yeah, I appreciate you being up, Diaspora, because you are over a minute already. We're gonna go ahead and move on, y'all. Go ahead. What you was gonna say, Bar?
30 seconds. I'm just gonna wrap that up. This is the problem with people that want to find spirituality and everything. She meant what she said. But she backtracked it because she knew where she was at. She don't give a fuck about history. When you don't know history, of course you think people are being liberated in the name of Jesus. Of course you're gonna think this is helping Black people. Of course you are, because you don't know fucking history. If you don't know shit and you just looking at everything, well, I want to try to find the spirituality in that. I want to try to find what could I say a deeper meaning? That's your fucking problem. You want to find comfort in everything. No,
we don't need to. We really don't.
You should not do that, because if you ignore history and you just, they wrote a story about a man, he had a passion and he suffered and he rose from the unalive. Yeah, but that's not true. And if you look at what the imperial power did in the name of this dude, you wouldn't be thinking it's liberating anyone.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. All right, y'all, we're at 17.7k likes. Let's get to 20k likes. Remember, y'all, to follow us on YouTube, Black Atheist Rants on YouTube, myself as well, Valsy Thoughts on YouTube. Shout out to everybody who's watching on both the YouTubes. You guys are amazing. Y'all are awesome, and we appreciate all the support. Please keep the conversation going. Please keep the likes going. What up, Ding Dong? What up, Paying Homage? How's it going, Secular Smoke? You guys are amazing over on my YouTube. And shout out to Black Atheist Rant YouTube as well. You guys are awesome.
Let me shout out my gang. Them over. They over there. They
Oh yeah. Shout out to Bar Gang.
I see Native, The Truth, Blue in the comments. Yeah, a couple of them. Saran. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
I'm trying to get to where you are, man. You be having 1,000 people watching at the same time. I'll be having like 20. Yeah. But home, yeah, I appreciate
my home is your home though.
Definitely.
These are our people.
These are our people. This is our gang. Who was that? Public Enemy. My YouTube is Volsy Thoughts. Link is in my bio. Okay, go to the TikTok link in my bio, my link tree, and you'll see my my YouTube on there. Both my YouTubes, as a matter of fact. I got 2 of them, so you'll see both of them there. So I appreciate you. All right, Arland, is that your name?
Arlandis.
Arlandis. There you go.
How old are you?
28.
What is your religious indoctrination?
Muslim. It said I got bad connection. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, but we do see the red bars. So in case you drop out or anything like that happens, then we'll let you know. All right, Arlandis, in your best argument or opinion or evidence, why should Black people be Muslim?
It's a crazy question.
I don't really have a good one, but I'll just try based on what I've been told or what I've experienced. I would say we should do Muslim because of the religion itself is supposedly built upon the foundation of peace, and with that we don't tread on other people and things like this. And
historically
as far
incorrect.
as peace goes,
historically incorrect.
Okay.
You want to know do you want to know what the first thing the Muslims did when they got their shit together? You want to know what the first thing they did? You ain't gonna believe this. Guess what they did? They went and took Christian territory. That's the first thing as soon as the religion got its foundation, and we gonna plant our sticks over here, and we gonna make a desert pile in that corner. As soon as they got their shit together, the first thing they did was go and oppress they took Christian territory, and then they oppressed Africans and everybody who was in that territory. Yeah. There's a good book you should read. It's called The Historical Origins of Islam by Walter Williams. He talks about this in his book. But Islam is not true. Islam is not true. Islam is Islam is a derivative of Christianity, which is a derivative of Judaism, which is a derivative of Canaanite and Babylonian, Mesopotamian mythology. None of this shit is true. It's all fiction, fairy tale folklore. Why do you want Black people to practice fairy tale folklore that was forced on them? You ever heard of the trans-Saharan slave trade?
You may know it as that. You may know it as the Arabic slave trade.
Yeah, did you know Arabs were enslaving Black people in the name of Allah? Justified by their Arabic culture, their Arabic religion. It's not a religion for everybody. Still today, exactly. It's not a religion of peace. It's not a religion for everybody. And if I know B.A.A.S.H, if he watching, he gonna make fun of me for saying this. I gotta plug it because I just got to. I did a 5-hour stream about this where I showed how Muslims were enslaving Black people. And so the rule was, we're not going to enslave other Muslims. When they started oppressing us and introducing us to their fucking religion, we started converting to Islam. They made an exception for those Black people. Even though we said we're not going to enslave other Muslims, we're going to enslave them niggas though. You think Black people should practice that religion, my brother?
Yeah, and if you actually look into like a lot of like Middle East and Arab historians.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to look at a lot of like Middle East and Arab historians, you'll find they reference Black people in very denigrating ways. There was an Egyptian historian, I forgot what his name was, but he even himself said that that Blacks are better in slavery. And when a Black say steals when he's hungry, and when he satiates his hunger, he sleeps or he robs or he rapes. You know what I'm saying? So these are what they thought of us during that time. You know what I'm saying? This was during the 1300s. Horrible racism. And even now to this day, like Nigerian Muslims have even said every time they take the Hajj, they experience horrible racism in the Middle East. So it's like, why be a part of that? Why should any black person be a part of any organization or religion that's going to disrespect them and not accept them in this way?
Correct.
Okay, I don't have a good reason for that. Can I ask y'all a question?
Sure.
What do you suggest that our people should follow? What should our people do?
We don't need it. We don't need religion. We don't need religion. We don't need Allah in the Quran. We were civilized.
Okay, we don't need religion. What do we need?
You're not listening. We already had everything we need, sir. We civilized the world. They got civil. You're not listening. They got civilization. Everybody got civilization from us. What do you think we were doing before religion? Before these Abrahamic religions.
That's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you. What did we do?
All right. What we did before that was basically African traditional religion. Over in West Africa, they around where my people came from, where Haitians came, we were doing Voodoo. So that's a spiritual system you can follow. There's also Ifa, the Yoruba religion. That's a spiritual system you can follow. There's the Bakanga religion. That's in the Congo. That's a spiritual tradition you can follow if you want to follow a spiritual tradition. But guess what? You don't have to. You know what I mean? When you say, what do people need? What should we follow? We should follow where the truth lies. We should investigate our world and investigate our universe and find where the truth is. If you want to have some sort of spiritual tradition, like, doing exercise or sound bowls. Yesterday, I went to a sound bowl thing and it was very relaxing. You want to burn some incense and think for yourself a little bit and find inner peace. All that is good and well, but it doesn't need to be a religion. We don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like we serve. As a matter of fact, anthropologists have shown that voodoo, it wasn't even really a religious practice. It was basically what you would call a non-God religion, essentially, because it was more of a way of life, more of interacting with your fellow human beings. They saw things as more metaphorical than they are literal. You see what I'm saying? Like, they didn't believe in a literal God in the sky. It was just something that they used metaphorically to interact with each other. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they survived for thousands of years before Christianity and Islam came into play, right? So we don't need a religion to have civilization. We don't need a religion to have morals. We don't need a religion to have a foundation of humanity, of togetherness. You see what I'm saying? If we want to find out the truth about things, we should follow what the evidence says. And there is no evidence for God, spirits, ghosts, or anything like that.
That's interesting. Okay. So I just don't need anything except for myself and my basically my own moral compass. Is that what y'all are saying?
Correct. Now, if your moral compass is harming other people, you have to live in a society, right? So if your moral compass tells you to harm other people, you're going to get stopped, of course, because like we're a social species, right? And if your moral compass is telling you to do that, you need some help, because why would you want to harm somebody else?
Well, that wouldn't be right. And on top of that, if I was raised by good parents, then I wouldn't even have that type of conscience anyways, right? So
right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Right. What you finna say, Black Rants?
I got a trick question. How do you feel about your family? Like, how do you feel about your family? You love your family?
Yeah, I love my family.
Right. If you could go back in time, would you put hands on somebody that was messing with your family, stuff like that? Like, let's say if you go back in time during slavery and stuff like that, and if you had the ability, would you like get rid of people that was harming your family during that time?
Of course, no doubt. I would get unalived in the process for that one.
Right. So the people who created this religion, they did harm to your kin, to your folk, and you're practicing the religion of people that caused harm and damage and wreaked havoc and enslaved, kidnapped millions of your people. How you feel about that? You are deifying the culture of people that enslaved millions of your family. How you feel about that? based on their skin color, based on race.
Well, at this point, I feel like I would be lied to because what they tell me is that that Islam is not a compulsory religion, and so it's not forced on people.
That's not
but
true.
I haven't done in-depth research about and how Islam is spread.
When they came into Africa, it was convert or die.
You heard of the caliphates, right, Orlandus?
Something's in my fucking eye.
Yeah, the 12 caliphates.
Yeah. I think the caliphates became the caliphates. It became the caliphates through conquest.
Yeah.
Mm.
You should look into the you ever heard of the Crusades, shit like that? You ever heard of the Crusades?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the Crusades. Yeah.
You know what? You want to know what that was about? Them Arabs came in and took them white folk land, and the Pope said, "You know what? Go get that back. I need that." These people oppressed everybody. Everybody that came in, the only group of people they couldn't fucking something in my eye, bro. My bad. The only people they did not oppress is the Ethiopians, and the only reason why they didn't oppress the Ethiopians is because they had like a standing relationship or some shit I read. But yeah, no, they
had treaties with them.
Yeah, they wreaked havoc on everybody, big dog.
Yeah. Islam spread through the sword. I mean, just like how Christianity spread through conquest and the sword.
Come on,
Islam definitely spread through the sword.
So,
like those caliphates became caliphates through, like I said, through conquest. You know what I mean? Including the Azurans. You know what I mean? Over in Somalia. So Somalians were the first ones to become Muslim, of course, because they're right there. But like the Azuran Empire was, that was an empire. They took over lands. There was also the Sassanids. Who else? The ones that were in Northern Africa, the Ottomans, of course. All that spread through conquest.
Correct.
Man, golly, man.
You know when the Europeans first came in, well, never mind. It's irrelevant. You should do some history. You should do some research on history. But we're gonna go
3 minutes.
No, we're gonna go to the next one. He good. He all
right, cool.
He don't know what he's doing. He just in the faith.
All right, cool. Not a problem. We're gonna bring Yoso General up. Let's see if he's still here.
Oh yeah, he was here.
Yeah, he was here before. So I'm gonna go ahead and restart the clock. All right, y'all. We're almost at 30,000 likes. Let's go ahead and tap that screen. Let's get 30,000 likes. Remember to check the link in the bios, both for myself and for both for Black Atheist Rants as well, for our YouTube channels, our Discords, and everything like that. Just a quick commercial break. We are if you are a Black atheist, agnostic, skeptics, or humanist, next year down in Central Florida, we will be having the B.A.A.S.H cookout, y'all. My boy Bar is performing at the B.A.A.S.H cookout. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we could get Sebastian Cole to perform there as well. Hopefully we could get Thinker to perform as well, because she got some dope shit. So hopefully we could go ahead and get them to perform as well. I hope they show up. And yeah, we will be doing the B.A.A.S.H cookout next year going down. I'm gonna be doing the RSVPs this November. There's also going to be the t-shirts are going to be reserved and on sale this November as well. I'm going to be talking about it more as time comes up. As a matter of fact, starting in November or December, every single month, I will be going live on Saturdays about the B.A.A.S.H cookout, making sure you guys join the Discord, making sure I can get you hotel rooms and everything like that, so we can go ahead and do that, all right? Noye said, who's performing? Bar is performing, all right? I'm going to get that stage. I know I have to rent it out. I got to get the bread for it, but I'm gonna somehow, some way get that stage, get those speakers, everything I need for Bar to perform his hits, all right? So stream his music. So it is on Apple Music right now. That album is dope. You know what I mean? So stream on Apple Music.
Wow, since we on commercial break, it's something in my bro. Yeah.
They gotta wash your eye out a little bit.
That's what I'm about to go do. My YouTube channel, I'm at like 4,600 or something like that. When I get to 5,000, I'm gonna drop my next album. So I'm working on my new shit. I gotta the first album, I gotta put it back on Apple Music. But yeah, y'all should definitely go check it out. It's on my YouTube channel too. But if y'all can, go subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can get the channel to 5,000 so I can drop the next album.
Definitely. Vatican City is my favorite song so far.
Oh yeah.
But
Kate
said to, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, Kate said to reset your gift goal, bro.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Bar's YouTube is Black Atheist Rants. My YouTube is Volsy Thoughts. And the location of the B.A.A.S.H cookout is going to be in Central Florida, most likely the second week of June, because the third week of June next year is both Juneteenth and Father's Day. I don't want y'all to miss out on Juneteenth, and y'all have kids. I don't want y'all to miss out on Father's Day. So it's most likely going to be the second week of June of next year, Central Florida. I know how concerning that is, but y'all, I'm strapped in, if you know what I mean. So we'll be okay. All right. We will be okay. Oh, I'll make sure we're gonna be okay. All right. So all right,
I'm trained in deadlift myself. So yeah.
Exactly. All right. So Yoso General, how's it going, brother? How old are you and what is your religious indoctrination?
What up, bro? 33, and as far as religious indoctrination, I don't know. I would just say I follow the books. I would line up more with.
Is Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior?
No, I'm not a Trinitarian, but I guess you would say I align with the Jews, a Unitarian, a Muslim.
Black Hebrew Israelite.
No, I'm not a Black Hebrew Israelite at all.
Okay, what do you believe, brother?
I believe in God. I believe that Jesus is the Messiah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I think he's the messenger. I think that many prophets brought the same message, and I believe in the message.
All right, cool. So
hold up, Volsy. What is he saying? Is he saying
he's a Christian?
No, let me be clear. Can I be clear for Bar? So I think I've heard some of the conversation before, and I think you guys speak from the religious cultural understanding as opposed to someone who does read the Bible and agree with it, but may not stand with the popular opinion. You get what I'm saying? Like, I may be able to back up what I believe with scripture, but it may not align with what the church believes. Like, I could say Jesus Christ says we will do greater things than him, but the church may be like, you shouldn't say that.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
just want to be clear.
Is Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior?
Jesus Christ is the Messiah. No, he's not my Lord and Savior.
He's not your Lord and Savior.
No, he's the Messiah.
But he is the Messiah?
What does that mean?
That means the anointed one, Neo in the Matrix. Does that make sense? He's not God, he's not the architect, but he's
the savior.
No, I don't think he's the savior. No.
Okay, so that was a bad example because Neo was literally the savior.
Have you heard of like a Unitarian?
I've heard of Unitarian. Unitarians are Christian.
Yes, well, I guess you would say I'm a follower of Christ, but I could also be considered a Muslim as well. It's the same concept.
Okay, boom, you're a Christian.
All
right, cool.
So what? You in deep waters, brother.
Yeah. He's
fucked.
Yeah, let's have a conversation.
Yeah, you're a Christian. Why should Black people believe in that?
Well, hold up. Before you ask him that one, the first question is: do you think people should practice religions that was forced on them or their ancestors?
When you frame the question like that, I will say no, but that's not how I view these books.
Okay, cool. That do you not know the history of how these books came to our ancestors?
Well, I know to my understanding, the oldest version of the Bible, the oldest people who have the Bible are the Ethiopians.
Historically incorrect.
Who had it first?
The oldest Bible, the oldest Bibles. So the Tanakh is not New Testament script. I know. I'm getting there. I'm just trying to make a distinction between the Tanakh and what you call the Bible.
I understand.
The oldest Bible is Codex Sinaiticus / Codex Vaticanus. Those are 4th century. Those predate the Ethiopian Bible. Ethiopian Bible is not the oldest, it's not the original, and it's not first.
4th century BC or AD?
BCE. I mean, wait. CE. Fuck.
There we go. Yeah,
CE. 4th century CE.
Yes, AD by your.
And how many books is that? Is that 88 books? Is that 60 books? How many books is that?
Did you hear?
I've heard of the Codex.
Okay, let's slow down for a minute. The Codex Vaticanus and Codex Sinaiticus, both of those predate the Ethiopian Bible. Did you just hear what I said?
I did.
Okay, so it don't matter how many books is in the Ethiopian Bible; it's not the oldest.
Agreed.
Okay. So they're not the original of anything having to do with Christianity.
I didn't push back. I just asked you to tell me more about the codex. You brought this information in.
Yes,
so
those are your oldest Greek manuscripts of what you call a Bible.
Right. So my question.
Give me 10 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm gonna go wash my eye. I'm gonna let you talk to him. The Tanakh was translated in Greek. That's called the Septuagint. The New Testament was originally written in Greek. When they put the Septuagint and the New Testament together, that is your Codex Sinaiticus. After the Codex Sinaiticus, then it's Codex Vaticanus. After that, that's when the king forced Christianity on his kingdom, and then that's when you get your Ethiopian Bible.
Saying that the Tanakh or the Hebrew Bible or the Torah, I'm assuming, was originally written in Greek, not Hebrew. Is that what you're saying?
I said it was when they translated the Hebrew Bible into Greek. That's called the Septuagint.
I understand.
So yes. the Old Testament that was used to write the New Testament is called the Septuagint. They didn't use the Tanakh. They didn't use the Hebrew original version. They used the Greek Septuagint.
I understand. I get what you're saying.
Right.
So now
the Ethiopian Bible comes after all of that.
All of that.
Okay, I'm fine with that. So to try to further make my point without driving that, because you're right, and I accept that. I'll say that these words were given to originally the people of Israel, and afterwards they were, even though they were in Greece, it was still given to the world through the people of Israel. That's who it was initially for, these Semitic people, right? Okay, well, explain that to me.
So,
well, what you disagree with, at least?
I'm gonna say 10 seconds. I'm gonna let Vosi talk.
Okay.
The Old Testament is a whole separate religion. Those laws, those teachings, those practices had nothing to do with the New Testament at all. That's not there. That's not their stuff.
We don't disagree, but that's not the point I'm making. I'm asking who were the people they were originally given to? Was it Europeans or was it Semitic people? That's what I'm asking.
When you said originally given to,
nobody gave the Israelites the Old Testament. That's their script. That's their shit.
Yeah, that's their shit.
Well, I mean, when did they when they came about the Torah? We'll say Israel, the people of Israel came about the Torah. Do you believe that those were European people? I am not saying there are Black Americans.
No, we know where those people are from.
Okay.
They're not Europeans. No, they're not Europeans.
So I guess with that being said, the point that I'm trying to make is you asked would I accept the book that was forced on me, but I think this book was originally given to a people like me, not the people who are using it to enslave me.
That's where do you know where the Israelites are originally from?
What do you mean?
Do you know where they're from? Do you know where the Levant is?
The Levant?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Is that near where Gaza is?
Have you ever heard of that?
It's near Gaza, right? Yeah. That has something to do with everything that's going on right now.
Those people are not your people. You're not related to them. They don't know you. They're not like you. That's a whole separate.
Yeah. We're not Palestinians, bro.
Yeah, we're not wandering Arameans. We're not Edomites. We're not Canaanites. We're not Mesopotamian. We're not Midianites.
I'm definitely down.
We're not the Shasu. We're none of those people.
To establish that it doesn't belong to the people who you guys are assigning it to.
Yeah,
that's all I want to establish.
Right. Okay, I got you. I understand. Because you're thinking it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't belong
to Europeans. We can
I got you. I understand.
Hold up. He's doing something that's not it's not accurate what he's doing. Yes, listen to my words. Yes, the Old Testament scriptures is a whole separate religion that is for a specific group of people. Yes, that has nothing to do with Christianity. That's Judaism. Judaism is for the Jews, for those Israelite people. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. And this is what I said earlier. And I think for us to have the conversation properly, we can't do it like you're separating it by the people, but I'm saying that the book says they're connected. So I'm going off what the book says.
The book is not a history book. It's not accurate.
I know that. I'm speaking on we're talking about a concept right now. And I'm saying that the concept is saying they're cohesive and you're separating them because different groups.
Because the Bible is not a history book.
It's not a history book. And when you say it's cohesive, I'm not even sure what you mean, because it's not cohesive. Go ahead. I got you. There are parts of the Bible that are written for certain like groups of people, and they're not connecting at all. The only reason or way to do that is if you have a pre-dogmatic notion that these things are cohesive. But when you read it and when you have like understanding of the history behind it and the language, et cetera, you'll see that they're not cohesive. They contradict each other all the time.
Okay, when I say cohesive, what I mean is in the Bible, who are the prophets that predate Christ, and where do we know those prophets from?
Oh, you're talking about like Ezekiel and Samuel and Gad and Elijah, those folks?
The prophets of the old scripture, correct?
Yeah, they're prophets of the old scripture, but so what?
You could say that, okay, maybe I don't think this principle aligns with that principle, but when I say cohesiveness, I mean that he's saying, hey, these books, the book of Moses, these people are totally separate from the people who follow the book of Christ. But what I'm saying is in the book of Christ, he says, I am predating Moses and these prophets and this word. And I'm not isolating myself.
All right, I get that, but that's wrong.
Okay. What is wrong?
But like Jesus didn't predate anybody. Jesus was just a guy.
But is it wrong that he claimed that he was connected to those people of that past book? Is that wrong?
Oh, like when Jesus claimed that he was like a Palestinian Jew, like he was like they're from the same group of people.
Yes. When Christ says, for example, I have not come to rewrite the law of Moses, but to fulfill the law.
To fulfill the law, yeah.
How do we know, where does the law of Moses come from?
Right. No, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm trying to get to, the important part is, what exactly is like your point here? I'm not understanding.
Okay, my original point was because we've talked about the things that Europeans have done with the Bible, such as the Papal Bull, such as the Crusades, and I'm trying to make the point that those books they're using aren't even for them. They're misusing them.
All right, but that doesn't matter, bro. Like that. Even if we were to give you that, there's something that you need to understand, which is why we always say that Christianity is a white man's religion. It doesn't matter that it came from the Semites, bro. What matters is, where is the center of theology? Where is the center of spirituality? Where is the center of philosophy? Where is the center of finance? Those four things are centered around Europeans. Every single denomination, even the one you're part of, came from Europeans.
Well, okay, so now I will make a point to say that the Europeans, just like this religion, are piggybacking off of the culture of Europeans, which is why we still have their language and their symbols on our dollar bill. What would you say to that?
You just repeated what I said.
What? You said it all goes back to the Europeans. I'm saying that what the Europeans have created goes back to someone before them.
No, it does not.
Yeah,
Egypt. Why do we have a pyramid on our dollar? Why do we have this language written on our bill? Why are we still drawing connections to this culture?
The language written on the bills is Latin. Latin came from Rome. That's in Europe.
We have the pyramids on the back of the dollar, correct?
Yeah, we have the pyramids on the back of the dollar, but that doesn't matter what we're talking about, bro.
Okay.
What I'm talking about is the religion of Christianity.
He's moving way too fast. Slow down,
no,
brother.
It's not even moving way too fast. He's going all over the place. The dollar has nothing to do with what we're talking about, bro.
Yes, just
what we're saying is that the religion of Christianity is a white man religion, even if it came from the Levant. It's a white ran religion and it's a white owned religion. They're the ones who control everything about it, from the finance to the spirituality to the philosophies to every denomination, even the one you're part of. It's a white religion.
Created by white people, just so you know.
So I want to say this. I want to draw a short example.
Jews didn't create Christianity.
They created Judaism.
Right. Correct. Did you know that?
We agree on most of what we're saying. I don't know why.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you came up here.
We got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes left, y'all.
Okay, well, with our last 2 minutes, can I ask, what is the point you guys think I've been trying to make since I've been up here? It's one point.
No clue, because our point is that black people shouldn't be part of these religions. Do you think they should? Okay,
so my point has been that these things are drawing from our culture and our teachings. Egypt, you could say those Semitic.
So why not just hold on? Wait.
In these lands,
why not just practice African culture instead of practicing Christianity, if that's what you believe? That is true, but you don't get to say, hey, look, they plagiarized from us, but I'm gonna practice the plagiarism. That don't make no sense, gang.
I think it's to say just because someone stole something from me, I'm not going to let them rob me of it. That does make sense, brother.
No, it doesn't make sense because I would say one thing. Everything about Judaism and Christianity did not come from Africa.
Thank you.
None of it.
I never said it was African. I said that they were. I'm saying that they were not European. They were melanated people, and we were mixed into these areas.
No, we were not. No, we were not. So we're not from Palestine. We're not. That's false. That is false.
There were no sub-Saharan Africans in Egypt.
There were sub-Saharan Africans in Egypt. I'm not saying that there were no sub-Saharan Africans in Egypt. I'm talking about when Judaism came up, we were not there. That was not part of us. That wasn't us.
Yes.
Those are Palestinians.
Those were Arab lands.
No, Palestinians. Arabs are different people.
You ain't paying attention. I told you who these people were.
Well, yeah, I know I don't got much time. We'll finish the conversation another time, fella.
Yeah. All right, I appreciate you being up here, yo. All right, guys, go ahead and.
I know they stole it, but I'm gonna practice their bastardized version of it. That don't make no sense, gang.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was next, but I see Slick was in the comments and really wanted to come up, so I'm gonna bring Slick up next. All right, y'all. Just for brevity, we're gonna go ahead and everyone take their time. So Slick is first. Deep Roots, you're gonna be right after Slick, okay? All right. So Slick, how old are you, and what is your religious indoctrination?
38, and I'm not indoctrinated, but I am a follower of Christ.
Yeah.
All right. So you were indoctrinated with Christianity. All right, Slick. Why should Black people be Christian?
And I just said that I wasn't indoctrinated because it wasn't going to church, it wasn't reading the Bible, and it wasn't what somebody told me. It's when I tried Jesus for myself and I put him to the test to ask him.
Okay, we're not here to. Okay, I got.
All right, I don't care about your testimony.
Please don't.
I just want to know why should Black people be followers of why should Black people be followers of a Palestinian wizard?
Well, first and foremost, what is your lineage? I see a Haitian flag right next to your name. So why would you be concerned with what Black people should be?
Sir, because I'm a Black person,
sir. See, Valsi, that's what you see. I'm gonna tell you when you.
But I have a point. That wasn't.
No, you don't. No, you don't have. You don't have a point. You don't have a point. You don't have a point. Slick. Be quiet for a second. Slick, be quiet for a second because this shit really pisses me off. I'm sorry, Bar. This shit really pisses me off.
Put the belt on.
Do not try to separate me from Black people. I hate that shit. All right. I have no problem with African Americans, Solon people, declaring, their own lineage, fighting for reparations. When I debate politics, I debate reparations, and I say that Black Americans deserve that. All right, and I shouldn't even be a part of it. All right, I'm just giving you background. Do not try to separate from Black people. So when you say, "Oh, your lineage is Haitian," why you're about Black people doing? Because I am a fucking Black person. Haiti is the first Black nation, and we declared ourselves Black in our own constitution, in our own words. Toussaint Louverture once said that this is freedom for Black people, and I want to free my brothers in America because they are Black like I am Black. I am a Black person. So do not try to separate me from that shit. Do not do that. I fucking hate that. Do not try to separate me from Blackness because I am a Black person. So do not question me about my Blackness. Do not ask me why am I worried about what Black people are doing, because I am Black. I am you, brother. Now that we got that over with, what is your next question, Slick? You can unmute yourself.
That's my point. You took it there, but I'm not going there. My point is, what is our lineage? You know yours, but what is ours? For us to say that God isn't real, we shouldn't be Christian, shouldn't be whatever.
So your lineage is my lineage, brother. We came from the same boat. We came from the same boat. If you were to do a DNA test, you would find Akan, Fan, Yoruba, and Igbo. Guess what I found when I did my DNA test? Akan, Fan, Igbo, and Yoruba. We are cousins.
And you're wrong. You're wrong. That is part of my lineage. That is part of my lineage. But my lineage is by me being from Alabama, 5th generation Alabama, as far back as I can go. Even on my page, I have pictures with my great grandmother. I have native lineage. I mean, it's Black. What they taking for us. My point is, the reason why I asked that question was not as an attack towards you. My point is, how we sit up here and say that Europeans have taken whoever you want to give ownership to. They've taken it and perverted it. And the fact that we as Black Americans do not know our history, our lineage, they do. Every other race and culture, they know all the way back into the ancient times. They know stories of who they actually are. So think about it. If we are the original Hebrews, because the Jews in Israel or the Ashkenazi, they will put it in 1942.
We're not. Stop.
We're
Stop.
not.
Stop talking.
We're not.
Wait.
We're not.
No.
We're not.
They came from
We're not.
Stop.
Slick. We're not.
I muted him.
We are not the original Hebrews. I know exactly what you're talking about because there are Black Hebrew Israelites in Haiti that always talk about they're the original Hebrews as well. Matter of fact, that's one of the main doctrines of Hebrew Israelites, that Black Americans, West Indians, Haitians, Jamaicans, Hispanics, etc., are all the tribes of Israel. We're not.
No.
I'm not referring to the group, the Black Israelites.
But just slow down for a minute.
My point is, like a Christian.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Stop. Don't come off mute until this.
Hold on, Mrs. Robinson. We're gonna get to you. And Deep Roots, we'll get to you, but you're gonna be after Mr. Robinson because she was here before you. I'm sorry about that, Deep Roots. So so Slick, we're not Hebrews.
No, this is my point. I don't want to deviate from like what I point because I wasn't trying to attack you. What I'm saying is, what better way to control and get rid of your enemy to separate them from their power by separating them from their culture, separating them from their mirroring.
That's not our culture, sir.
But that's what you're doing, Slick. You're separating yourself from the culture because you're not Hebrew. You came from Africa.
Yeah, you're not Hebrew.
Our ancestors were on the Ivory Coast. We're in Nigeria. We're in the Congo singing bugla bugla bugla. Okay, that's what we were.
Part of my
and that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Yes, you do have natives. You do have native. I'll take your word for it that you do have native ancestry. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Now, part of your history is Native American, right? Because obviously, is indigenous. Obviously, that would happen because when we were enslaved and brought over to these lands, there were indigenous people here. So that mix is going to happen either through enslavement, like what a lot of indigenous tribes did. The 5 civilized tribes, the only reason they call them civilized is because they enslaved Black people. All right. I'm not sure why y'all so proud of that, but whatever. That's part of your lineage. That's cool. Hold on. That's cool. That's part of your lineage. But the majority of your lineage is those from Africa. I bet you if you do a DNA test right now, 75 to 80% of your DNA will be African.
Correct.
Who runs the test?
Go to a Black genetic test. Matter of fact, I went to a Black genetic test. That's how I found out what my tribes were. I went to people who are Black geneticists. You can go to someone who's a Black geneticist too.
I have this question for you. Haitian, right?
Yep.
So voodoo, what's your stance on voodoo? Real or not?
Hold on. Wait. No. Stop.
No, go ahead, Bob. I'm sorry. I took over the conversation.
No, because if you ain't got nothing on the topic, we gonna move on because we got No, it's not. We got 6 people in the thing waiting to get up here.
It is on topic.
It's not on. Stop. Listen to. You're not listening though. This is not a conversation about spirituality. This conversation about black people and their relationship with the Abrahamic religions.
Yes, and it has everything to do with that.
You and I are not the people out of the book. The people, listen to me, sir. The Bible is not a history book. Adam, Eve, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Isaac, Jacob, Sarai, Hagar. Israel. These people these are not real people that existed in history. These are literary devices. This is literature. These are stories. So the people in the book, or the people that the book is about, they're from the land of Canaan. They're Canaanites. You're not a fucking Canaanite. You and I are not Canaanites, sir. Nothing about us screams the Levant. We're not these people. These stories have nothing to do with us. And if you actually read the stories, they're telling you we're the fucking bad guy. We are the Egyptians. We're not.
We are not. Russia recently did this last year when they went into a vault and they came out with historical proof that Jesus and his disciples was black.
Jesus wasn't a real person. His disciples never existed. Who you got next?
All right, we actually had Miss Robinson next. Deep Roots, I'm gonna get to you, but Miss Robinson was here before you, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to her next. All right, just be patient with me. Miss Robinson, how's it going?
How old are you? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Bar.
Oh, Miss Robinson, how old are you? Miss Robinson, you came off mute when it was somebody else's turn. It's your turn now. How old are you? It's okay, Miss Robinson. Look, request back up when you get.
Yeah, go ahead and request back up, Miss Robinson. Thank you. All right, Deep Roots.
Deep Roots. How old are you?
Yeah,
how old are you?
50.
How old are you?
I'm 50.
What is your religious indoctrination?
I'm not a real religious person, but I'm from Jamaica. I'm from the islands, so most people from the islands are Christian. But I consider myself a Rasta man, you know. So and I want to say,
do you agree that black people should not be Christian, Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite? Do you agree? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. I do agree with you.
Cool.
I also want to.
Good. Thank you.
Let's bring Miss Robinson back up. I think she got her mic fixed now. All right, Miss Robinson, you're there. You done. Forgot the mic.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, guys, how are y'all?
You good? How old are you?
I don't know if I'm too old for y'all.
How old are you, Miss Robinson?
In my 40s.
If you want to say your age, you can say you're in your 40s. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you have, or what is your religious indoctrination if you have one?
Why do people? Why do everybody think that they be old? Because like y'all ain't even old. Y'all be like, I don't know my age.
40 is not that old, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I'm a Christian, and Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Are you black?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. She does sound black. All right. So why do you think?
Do I not sound black?
Well, hold up.
She does.
Vossi, that question you asked them, only honest people can answer that correctly. So it's hard for them to answer that. It's hard when you put it like that. It's hard to answer that. That's hard.
I'm Philly black. I'm like black.
Cool.
Oh yeah, from Philly. Okay, cool. No, that's not a problem. But the question I was gonna ask is, why should black people be Christian?
Well, and I hope y'all are open to this because I haven't heard any of the other ops talk about this. But for me, God is spiritual. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship in spirit and truth. I don't think God cares a hill of beans about race. I think the only reason God, if you believe as I believe, and if you look at the Old Testament, and some people have a problem that God did this, but the only reason he singled out the Jews is to manifest himself. He always intended to allow himself to be worshiped by all races. But he started with the Jews simply to manifest himself. And so I don't think God cares a hill of beans about race. I don't think Christianity is about black, white, Jew, Greek, male, female. And I believe that the biggest problem I have with these type of platforms is y'all reduce God to me, to a human being. God is the creator of the heavens and the earth.
Okay, Ms. Robinson, can you pause me for real quick? All right, so you said
no. Hold on,
because I really want to address what she said about the Jews.
Jesus Christ! Before you go, I just want you to understand, Miss Lady, that it's every God, every religion, every spiritual whatever is tied to a race. It's all about rights. It's all about race. All of it is about race.
I think man did that. I think sinful man made it about race. I don't think God, the Almighty, thinks about race. I think
all
man.
Right. So Miss Robinson.
Yes, sir.
Are Jewish people the chosen people?
Give me a moment to answer. I think when God, because God uses people, right? Okay, maybe y'all don't believe that, but I believe God uses people.
Okay, hold up, wait.
Okay, I just really need to know, like, it's not because I was a Christian for over 20 years, and we were all.
Yes, I know
yeah.
you were, and I know Bar was.
What did you?
Yeah. So and we always learned in church.
All over him.
Right. So we always learned. Yeah, he do got Southern preacher written all over him. Yeah. So
I'm telling you, he got something. He's special.
Yeah. So okay. So we all learned in church, right, that the Jews were the chosen people.
Yes.
If God doesn't care about race, why not just reveal himself to all people all time at once? But he had to have a chosen people that he chose specifically to rule over a certain land.
Because that's
ethnocentrism.
Yes. God plays chess, not checkers. God already knew that it was going to, through Jesus, go to everyone. He already knew that. He plays chess, not checkers. The Old Testament was checkers. The New Testament became chess. And so
the reason that doesn't make any sense is because he could have done that with anyone. Why choose the Jews? Because remember, is Jesus God? Because I learned about the Trinity. Are you still a Trinitarian?
Stop.
Yes. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Okay, so if that's the case, God could have chose anyone to manifest Jesus, right? Why not choose the Native Americans?
Well, here's the thing. Because he's God, he can do what he wants to do.
Right.
And
so he's an ethno.
Question. Let me say this. I don't necessarily know. I can say this. This is what I can say. The oldest skull ever found was found in Ethiopia, millions of years old. And so, and we come from had dark skin. Let me put it that way. So the first skull we found wasn't Caucasian, wasn't Jewish or anything. I think
it was African. Correct.
I think God, for whatever reason, chose Abraham, the father of the Jews, when he decided to manifest himself. But God is never in the present. God is always from the end to from the beginning to the end.
Right. So but Ms. Robinson, hold on. Ms. Robinson, pause me real quick. Ms. Robinson, pause me real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because no, it's all good. Because I don't think you're really understanding my point. Because prior you said that we're reducing God to human terms and race and everything like that.
Yes.
The thing is, why we're not is because God did that himself. Like you just admitted that he chose Abraham and the king of the Jews. So he chose Jews to be his chosen people. That's ethnocentrism. Like the entire first Old Testament is basically Israeli culture deified, like how Bar said in my interview with him, is basically Israeli culture deified. Same thing with Islam, that's Arab culture deified. You see what I'm saying? So
but that makes God that limits God so badly. How you say your name? Volsi or Volsi?
Yeah, Volsi. That's fine. I understand it's a limiting
God so terribly when you just think of him in terms of he chose Abraham, that makes him racist or whatever. No, God, when he chose Abraham, he already had Jesus in his mind. He already had Paul in his mind. He already had me in his mind, and I'm black. He didn't just choose Abraham and not know I was going to be born however many thousands or hundreds of years later. He knew about
Next question.
When he chose Abraham.
Ms. Robinson, stop, please. Hold up.
I got a question for her after you go, Bar.
This is good, Volsi. You're so smart. Thank you.
Am I not smart?
Bar is more special. Listen, people follow Vols. People follow Bar.
I ain't fresh.
Something.
I ain't fresh.
Bar, listen. The reason people follow you with this is why is that you have an aura about you that makes you're a leader, makes people want to follow you. And that's why it's so critical that God
you so smart.
That God get you where he want you to be because you have such a voice and such an aura. Volsi came looking for you. So Bar, I already told you the last time.
That's my brother.
Yes.
Lady.
But Volsi was asking me a question, or were you? I'm sorry.
Nah, Bar wanted to say something first, and then I'll ask you a question next.
Okay.
I don't forget what I was going to say.
Oh my goodness! Someone told me to SHUTUP in the comments. Oh, y'all gonna make me clutch my pearls.
No, don't.
Bar, don't let y'all talk to me.
Hold on. Miss Roberts, talk to us. Don't pay attention to the comments. Just talk to us.
Okay.
All right. So, here's what I was going to ask, right? Because you said that he had us all in mind when he did this. That means that God already knows the future. If God already knows the future and everything that we're gonna do, number one, that causes a problem because we can't have free will, because everything that I was gonna do, he already knew that I was gonna reject it, right? But the second problem that I was gonna say is that if he knew the future already, he knew that there would be people who enslave us and force this religion upon us. Why would he not then just use another method in order for us to know that he's the one true God?
A couple of reasons. First, I do believe we still have free will, even when you think of God knowing everything and knowing the end from the beginning. He still has given us choice. So I don't think that I think a lot of people who believe like y'all, they argue, if God knew that Adam and Eve were going to sin, doesn't that make God evil, already knowing they were going to sin? And I disagree with that, because, and then I'll get to the other part that you mentioned. I disagree with that because I feel like God gave them choice and God told them what to do and expected them to obey, even though they chose not to. So I don't think that even though I do think we have free will, but I also think we have choice. And I think when God tells me, don't touch the fire or it's going to burn you, if I touch the fire and burn you, I don't blame God for that. And I don't want to be a robot. God didn't make us to be robots. He's given you guys the choice to believe in him or not. You guys have chosen not to believe in him. Man. He very much wants y'all to believe in him.
Okay,
but y'all chosen not
all
to.
right, Miss Robertson. Look, this is not okay. This conversation is not an internal critique of your religion. It's not about belief. I don't care what you believe. I care about history and facts.
Yes. And I don't care about weakness.
No. Your weakness is that you don't care about history and facts. That's right. That's the problem.
I don't know if it's a weakness, but I choose to, and I'm having this conversation with my son, who y'all would say I indoctrinated. Let's just say, because he was born in the church. Yeah. Well, he went to college, so now he's very intelligent. He's 25 years old. He's very intelligent, and he, like y'all, he has questions about this, that, the other. I allow him that freedom. I stopped, quote unquote, making my kids go to church when they turned 18. I said it is your choice now. Now, when they were children, I'm not going to leave my 6, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kids home. But once my kids got 18, I never forced them once they became adults to go to church.
Okay, listen to me. Just stop for a minute. Do you know how Black people got this religion? Are you familiar with how it was brought to us?
This is okay. Bear with me, because I know I can frustrate you, Bar. I don't want to. Mm-hmm. So I believe that in the sovereignty of God. Okay, we know that the people came and got us from West Africa. We do believe in the slave trade, that was real, something real that happened in history. And then they came over here, and the people would say we were then indoctrinated with, some will say, the white man's religion. Yes. I personally believe that God is sovereign, and I'll give, for example, what I mean by that is, my name is what it is. I named all my kids Anthony, Asia, Cornelius, Michael, and Shamel. Now, I think sovereignly, that is what their names are. You understand? So I think, even though some will say it was forced on us, it became a blessing. Bad things done to us, and he makes them good. So someone could. What does the Bible say? He takes evil.
I have to stop and pause. I'm not even going to get into the free will stuff, because that'll go down a rabbit hole.
What was the other part you said? You said the free will piece, and then you said something else that I wanted to.
Yeah. Because the same thing that Bar said. Because if God knew, why didn't God just simply choose another mechanism of introducing him to us as the one true God, instead of having it done through enslavement? Because that's how we were done. Now you said that. Now you said that God uses bad to turn things into good. Yes. My question would be, why do the bad thing in the first place? Why not just reveal himself to us to everybody, or to his son to everybody, or like I said, have Jesus appear to every single culture out there. Because if hold on, if Jesus was for the world, why did black people have to go through such suffering and damnation in order to be introduced to him? Because the Chinese didn't. You know what I'm saying? So why it seems that this God hates us, because we would have to go through suffering and enslavement in order to be introduced to him. And not only that, we have to throw away our entire spiritual heritage in order to be accepted into this religion. I see no reason to do that, especially when we have no evidence that it's true in the first place.
So how I'll answer that, and then I know my time will be up soon. But how I'll answer that is that God has had to deal with the sin factor. For those who believe as I believe, ever since Adam and Eve sinned, the sin factor came into play. And so he then had to go through 42 generations to bring Jesus to resolve sins. I'm going to answer your question. To bring Jesus to resolve the sin factor. So in that, and with us being free will beings and not being robots and having choice, God has had to be he's had to maneuver his way to get all of us back in line. That being said, evil is in the world. Bad is in the world. Children do die. The Jewish people do go through the Holocaust. The black people do go through slavery. God woods none of it. It breaks his heart that the original sin has caused sin to go down through the generations. And so through accepting Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, we still experience things. I could tell you my life since accepting Jesus, I still experience bad things, but I do so with a peace. I do so with a joy. I do so with prayer, which helps me to manage the things. I raised 5 kids. My kids are adults. My kids have gone through varying things. So to answer your question in short, I think God is dealing with the sin factor. God is playing chess, not checkers. In the end, all will be as he said it's going to be, where there is going to be a new heaven. There is going to be a new earth.
All right, yeah, because we was getting into preaching. All right, so Bar, would you mind Lort's coming up, because people were asking Lort's to come up.
I was fucking getting to that. I was shit.
Yeah, there it is. There's Lort's. Hey, sorry, I didn't see your request, Lort's. But yeah, welcome y'all.
I really wanted to like have a conversation with her, but I couldn't because
yeah, I've seen her.
Maybe Lord's probably would have been better for that one. I wish I could have.
No, I mean she was just saying all of these rote, memorized Christian sayings from the Bible. Like she didn't have any.
It was preaching, basically.
Yeah, she didn't have.
I was trying to.
Anything.
Yeah, oh man! All right, let's see what other guests are up here. All right, y'all. Shout out to Kate, Ariel, and Lords. Y'all, please go ahead and gift them up. Please follow them. They are wonderful creators, and we will go ahead and be running this panel now. Just for a quick commercial break, please follow Bar Black Atheist Rants on YouTube. Link in the bio. You can follow me on Volsy Thoughts on YouTube as well. Link is also in the bio. Please, next year, like I said, if you are a Black atheist, agnostic, skeptics, or humanist, we are doing the B.A.A.S.H cookout next year going down in Central Florida. I know what the concern is, but don't worry. It's an open carry state, and I'm strapped in. All right. So, yeah, we'll be good, and Bar will be performing his hit songs. All right, y'all. So go ahead and come on up. If you are a person who is a Christian, Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite, come on up and have the discussion with us. Let's get to 70K likes by 9:20, y'all. Let's go ahead and try it. Bar, who would you like to come up next?
She said, Vosa, you so smart.
I'm man, you should have worn a suit. She would have been on it.
That is true.
That's true. I gotta come up here with a suit next time.
I'm telling you, hey, we need to do that.
Bad. All right. So my fan is in the comments. What's his name? Let me find his name real quick. Oh yeah, there it is.
My arch nemesis
DT901.
My arch nemesis was in here earlier.
Oh, what's that guy named? Chosen or something like that?
He every last one of my videos, he's got like 40 comments under him. He in all the lives. I sent him an invite to come up. He don't come up.
Yeah, same thing with DT901. He's always, anytime I'm live, I'm doing one of these things, whether I'm a guest, I'm doing it myself, he's here for some reason. I think he follows me on one of his doppelganger.
Leave me alone, brother.
Yeah, man.
Leave me alone, brother. I don't want no
and
smoke.
I'll be inviting him up. I'll invite him up all the time. He never comes up.
He on fire for Christ. Leave me alone. If you on fire for Christ, hey, take that fire that way. Who is Lady Diva of Styles? How old are you? How old are you?
Lady Diva, you there?
I guess they only want to talk to the smart one.
Lady Diva, are you there?
Lady Diva, request back up when you get a chance.
Who is that? Din Din? Din Din, are you there? Can you hear us?
How old are you, Din Din? Oh, they only want to talk to the small one too. All right.
Yeah, what happened?
They don't fuck with black atheists, man.
I don't know what's going on. They not saying. Y'all can request back up when you're back.
God, I see Sid in the fucking request. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Sid is there. Yeah, Sid was crashing out before. Go ahead and bring Sid up. We have Roger. All right, Roger. How's it going, Roger? Can you hear us?
Hello, guys.
Roger. How old are you?
Hey. So I'm 48. I live in Miami.
What is your religious?
Born and raised Connie Dade.
What is your religious indoctrination?
I am Christian. I'm a Christ follower.
Yeah, Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior for all the black people. 90-something%. I heard. I saw.
Hey, Roger. Do you go to Tabernacle of Glory or New Birth?
No, I go to New Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church.
New Shiloh, yeah, I heard New Shiloh. New Shiloh is cool, actually.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry. I think Bar was asking a question. I apologize.
Yeah. What did I ask him? Yeah, Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior. Cool. Oh shit, that's.
All right, so Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior. All right, so Roger,
hold on. I saw Pastor B.A.S.H threw me. Is that B.A.S.H I just saw? It is B.A.S.H name I just saw in there.
Yeah, he was.
I was actually looking at the comments this time. I'm like, okay, I seen my brother in Crestus.
Brother in Crestus.
I don't really like to talk about Jesus without B.A.S.H in the cut. I like to have B.A.S.H in the cut when I'm talking about Jesus.
So B.A.S.H, you there? Go ahead and request up. All right,
Roger,
so
yes,
Roger, Voice.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and ask him. All right, Roger. So, what is your best evidence, reason, or argument that black people should be Christian?
Voice, let me ask him the other one.
Okay. Sure.
Hey, be easy. You missed it. I cited the 5-hour live stream earlier, and I said he probably gonna be laughing to hear this shit. Roger, before you,
because I just joined and I couldn't resist.
A Muslim came up and I brought it up. I was like, I did a 5-hour live stream. Roger, before you talk to Volsey, do you think people should practice religions that were forced on them or their ancestors? Yes or no? There's no wrong answers, but I just got to see what the temperature.
I be thoughtful about what I'm going to respond.
It is yes or no. It is yes or no. You can answer. You have to answer yes or no, and that won't like get you kicked or nothing. I just got to see where your mind at.
Yes, because I understand why we do it.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. All right. So what would be your best reason, evidence, or argument that black people should follow Christianity?
Okay. Let me just say, please allow me. I don't think that black people necessarily should follow Christianity, but I do understand why many of us do. Outside of, well, I believe that a lot of why black people are Christian is because it's cultural. I don't really think that you ask the average Black Christian about deep theological questions, they do not have the answers. I think most of it is cultural and community.
That's fair.
And I know I don't want to make this personal because we want to have a historic discussion, but I'm just saying, for me, it is cultural. I have deconstructed. I landed on atheism for a while. And I guess it was because the lack of community on that side. I had no Black community in the atheist world. So I kind of flipped back over to the Christian world. And I enjoy the liturgy. I enjoy the community. I love singing in the choir. I love going to Bible study. It is a regimented thing for me that keeps me grounded in a community of Black people. I have a Black pastor, a Black ministerial leadership, and a whole bunch of loving Black people. And for me, the
only reason Black people don't have community outside of Christianity is because of slavery and what they did to our community.
Absolutely.
So it's not like we can't do it. It's just all of us are Christian, but there's a reason why all of us are so Christian like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, there is a community of Black people who are in non-belief outside of it. Because I have heard people who have deconstructed and stayed in religion, but I've never heard someone who deconstructed, left, and went back. It seems like the only reason you did go back was due to the community. But as you can see on the stage, there are plenty. Everyone on the stage is Black, so we do have a community of Black people who are non-religious or are atheists or agnostic at least. So that does exist outside.
But he is correct though. It's not a lot.
It's not a lot. Yeah, no, he's right.
It's not a lot.
I mean, it's not a lot, but you don't have a community of friends.
Not atheists.
No, I mean, no.
He was talking about when he was an atheist, Lord. He was saying,
I'm an atheist. All of my friends are Christian.
Yep.
Every fucking single last one of them. I've been having the same friends for 20, 30 years, 40 years. They all Christian. Absolutely. But we also don't sit around talking about Christian shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not sure where this non-community would come from if you're atheist, because I never believed in God, and I never lacked a community. Maybe it's because I lived in a majority Black city. I don't know, but I never lacked community outside of church.
Yeah,
because actually you spend most of your time outside of church. You spend most of your time at work.
Sure,
your children spend most of their time at school.
Yeah, let me answer that. So yeah, no, absolutely. I see what you're saying, but no, I do have community outside of church. But what I'm suggesting is the community that I was looking for, a regimented, fully, what do you call it? Like where there's a huge infrastructure is what I'm saying. Like Valsa was saying here earlier, of course, I know that there are Black atheists in South Florida. My point is that the infrastructure and the organization is not necessarily there. So there's not like
what do you need the organization of the church for?
Why not? Why not? What
I'm
if
asking. No, sir.
Yeah,
you said
that.
Wait a minute. You said
that. But I didn't finish my first point, though. If you'd allow me.
But you said the infrastructure and the organization was there. I'm asking, what do you need the infrastructure and the organization of church for?
Yeah,
because for me, it provides a regimented way to connect with community.
But you can have that outside of church.
Right, but what I saw outside of church was not enough for me. Was not sufficient.
So you because the thing is, if you wanted that regimented community, you could have just joined the military.
Well, no, I mean, so regimented doesn't necessarily mean military-like, but something that is consistent, doing things that are enjoyable, things that
you could have joined a basketball team.
music and literature. And, yeah, but I don't play basketball. You see what I'm saying?
You could have gone to
hold on.
you could have gone to join like a let me just you could have joined a wine club or jazz enthusiasts or anything like that if you wanted music and community.
I'm a part of other groups as well.
There you go. So it's like I don't understand going back to church because you wanted regimen. Like if you want regimen, just have a workout routine. I don't know. Like it seems kind of silly to me. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound insulting. It just means sounding silly. I'm sorry. Bar has a question. Bar has a question.
I apologize. It doesn't have to make sense to you.
Somebody said he could have joined a kite club. Is crazy. Y'all are wild. But I just saw that side eye. We kind of getting into his personal
life. Yeah, I got you.
What that shit don't even matter because I mean he already said that he think it's okay for people who religion has been forced on their ancestors to, it's okay for them to practice that religion. So I mean that don't get you kicked, but that is kind of where the disconnect gonna be at because I don't agree with that.
It's like
you do know that I understand what you're saying, but you do know that they did horrible things in the name of that white man on that cross. You understand that, right? Like that's if you look at everywhere that's Christian, everywhere the white man went and colonized and conquered, those people are majority Christian. Everywhere he could get there and take over, Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go in fellowship in the name of Jesus, you're praising and worshiping a God forced on your people by the oppressor / colonizer. That's okay with you? You know you is that, well let me let you answer that. Is that okay with you?
No, because I don't think that Christianity is fully a European construct. I think a lot of it has been.
Just hold right there. Right? No, I'm not cutting you off because I don't want you to talk. I'm cutting you off because you made a good point that needs to be addressed. And I'm glad I'm glad B.A.S.H up here because he can help me where I may fall short. You gotta ask your brother, lean on your brother. People don't I don't know why people don't talk about this, but the Christ deity was always a white dude. Well, let me rephrase it. After the Greek came into Egypt and forced the white Christ on us, every Christ after that was a white god, every last one. Before Jesus, all of the deities that were called Christ were white gods. Outside of the Egyptian god, god and goddess Isis and Osiris, everything after that, every last Christ after that was a white dude. Serapis, Mithras, Dionysus, and Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. All of their images are white dudes. The Christ.
We got 5 minutes.
Shit, I might need longer with him.
All good.
The Christ deity. The Christ deity following the persecution of Black Egyptians has always been a white dude. Always. If you look at history, always.
And I want to add something.
Roger, can you tell me, I just want to ask you this quick question. I'm gonna go back on mute. Can you tell me, like, anywhere, it don't have to just be Africa, anywhere in the world where Black people practice Christianity absent interaction with white Europeans first?
Sorry, you get the last one. White European what?
Can you tell me anywhere in the world where Black people practice Christianity before interaction with Europeans?
I want to say the typical answer that most Christians give is Ethiopia, right? But I know that's not prior to, right, it's not. But what I was
It's not a good answer.
I don't know, Bees. I can't. I don't know. I can't think of any.
I appreciate your honesty. Yeah, you can't think of any because it's not any.
Right. But what I'm saying though is, and this is to Bar's very good point. Both of you are making great points, and Bar made a good point about the whole notion of the Christology, the whiteness of Christology, and so on. But I wonder though, in the context of Black Christians, I think in some ways, and this is not happening across the board, I'm not suggesting it is, but in some ways, I think we're making Christianity ours. We're making a specific Christianity that I think is becoming eventually different from, how even white Christians now are consider themselves Christian, especially in the context of what's going on with MAGA and all that foolishness. I feel like we are maybe making it our own separate break off.
Can you tell us how?
Well, I mean, just in the way, even in terms of the image of Christ, I think that a lot of Black Christians are starting to embrace the notion that Christ is in fact not really this blonde hair, blue eyed, and I know that seems so like corny,
he
but
wasn't Black though.
Okay.
I'm trying to understand that. So I'm trying to figure out, because that Christianity is decreasing in numbers everywhere except sub-Saharan Africa. Everywhere Christianity is decreasing in numbers except sub-Saharan Africa. That's the last of the Mohicans. It's decreasing everywhere except sub-Saharan Africa. So people are getting less and less religious. As Neil deGrasse Tyson says, the more and more we learn, religion is just an ever decreasing pocket of ignorance. Right? We are not getting more religious. We are getting less religious.
Can I just add one thing? Because the one thing I'm really finding troubling, and one thing I'm not understanding, like, even if we, because Roger, you told me that you went back simply for the community and the regiment. Even if we give you that, right? Say that this is what's the best way to get that type of regiment that you wanted, that doesn't necessarily make the claims of it true. You know what I mean? So like, just because they have some sort of regimented community and they give you everything that you need and what you're looking for, their claims still aren't true. You see what I'm saying? That's the first thing that I would say. But the second thing that I would say is that I do understand where you're coming from. And what Lord says actually kind of adds to what you're saying, how we're kind of making Christianity ours. Yeah, I mean, there's a Black version of Christianity and everything like that. No. Even if that is the case, it's still not something that came from us. It's still not something that's foreign to us. And from what we've seen, especially after this, this murder of Charlie Kirk, what we've seen a lot is a lot of Kunda Christians. You see what I'm saying? And, or slavery apologia and colonialism apologia. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the Black bishops in the Catholic Church would even said that colonialism was good for Africa. You feel me? And you'll find a lot of, just like how Lord said, Christianity is the only place that is not declining is sub-Saharan Africa. And when you ask those people, they would say themselves that this thing is good for us, even though it's foreign and damaged us heavily. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where, like, I kind of want you to wrestle with that. Like, just because they give you that regimen that you wanted, it doesn't make the claims true. And not only that, even if Christianity is becoming Blackified or Africanized, not only does not make it true, it's still not ours. Like, it doesn't belong to us. We're not the center of philosophy. We're not the center of finance. We're not the center of education. We're not the center of denomination. Unless we come up with entirely new denominations outside of Europeans, but that's not happening. They're all still following European denominations.
Yeah, and I did want to add really quickly, Roger, I know y'all are on a time crunch, but I did want to add that this is already a stolen doctrine, if you will. Like, this is already tampered with. That's how you get Jesus. And so now for you to try to change it again and make it into something else, I don't understand that. But I just wanted to say that we are pushing 100K. Please tap the screen, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. There's a lot of people in here. And we appreciate you guys. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
I know that was a lot, Roger, but you can answer to whatever you remember.
Yeah, and I it's something that I constantly grapple with. I'm of the belief that everyone should have a responsible, path to whatever philosophically or spiritually they land on, that they should go through some kind of deconstruction. That's a responsible thing to do, and not just go, be led blindly. So I definitely appreciate these kind of discussions, because now that does give me something to, not just something, but a lot of things to think about. I guess I'm a bit of a sap, if you will, or a bleeding heart, because I do absolutely adore my church community. They're wonderful people, and I guess I'm kind of hooked on their loves and hugs. I guess it's very difficult for me to give up that community, but I definitely understand what you're saying.
Hey, you know something? I'm sorry, Bar. I was gonna add something else. You could be a non-believer and still be part of those communities, right? Like my dad is a whole pastor, and every single January 1st, well, you live in Miami. I know you know about Haitians and Subjumu. Like every single, January. Yeah, I know you know about Haitians and Subjumu. So every single December 31st, I go to my dad's church just to get that soup. You know what I'm saying? So, and all my best friends are all from that church. You know what I mean? My first girlfriend, the best man at my wedding, all that. The church. You know what I mean? Like all the adults that I still love and go to their funerals and everything like that. Church. So I get that. You can still be part of that community and not believe. I want you to question that part that I brought out to you. Like, just because they give you that community that you asked for, it doesn't make the claims true. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Bar.
And I like to get straight to the meat and potatoes of this shit. I don't like side when it comes to hit. When it comes to talking about this shit, I like to get to the entree. Fuck the appetizer. Jesus, you're literally, I mean, like what Voicy said, you can go to church or whatever you're gonna do. Shit, I like going to church more now than I did as a Christian. But at the end of the day, you gotta what?
Yeah, Cake says a lot more entertaining now. It's hilarious.
I really don't even know what to tell you, because everything I have to say next, it goes back to the first question I asked you. And since you said yeah to that, there's nothing I can really say to you at this point.
All right, cool. Hey, Roger, we appreciate you being up, and you have a great night, all right?
Thank you, guys.
No problem. All right, guys, we are pushing 100K, y'all. We at 85.9K likes right now. Let's get to 100K, y'all. Remember that. Be easy, brother. How's it going, brother?
Yeah.
Wait, can I just say something? DT901 says that we are exhausting. You are in every fucking
weirdo
atheist live.
Every single one.
What do you mean?
Everyone. If we are so exhausting, get the fuck. Stop coming into our spaces. You claim we are exhausted. Stop coming to our spaces. Y'all are so crazy. I have never seen people ever stay in places that they claim they hate, that makes them sick. It's crazy. You changed your name because I blocked you from another live because you said I don't want anybody to be uncomfortable. So every live that I am a mod on, I am going to block you from. Just know that every live that I am a mod on, I will make sure to block you because you say that we are annoying and exhausting. I do not want you to be exhausted by us. Right? Yes, diabolical. I can't stand y'all. What y'all talking about? So every live, from now on, every live that I'm a mod on, I'm going to block you from.
It's so annoying.
But you never come on the panel. And
he never comes on.
That I've seen you up here, you don't have anything intelligent to say. Like, why are you in here?
It's so annoying. It's like every single one. He's either following me or he's following Lords. because like every single live that I'm on, when I go live, I see the same guy. I invite him all the time. He never comes up. It's I don't.
Actually, he did come up on one live because his name was I Am Buckets, and he did so fucking badly. I see why he's saying. But so from now on, every live that I see you on, if I'm a mod, I'm blocking because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, and I also don't want you to make the other people uncomfortable. So I am going to block you.
And just one last
and the
thing.
worst. And
go ahead, Easy. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh, I think you got a call. I was gonna say one last thing before Easy goes. Sid, you've been crashing out in the comments for the past hour and a half. I can't invite you up because you don't have the invite link, but you can go ahead and press that little box and come on up. All right. He in there?
Ain't got shit on the topic, but he in there though.
Oh, he in there. All right. We'll get to him. Easy. My bad. What's your saying, bro?
Yeah.
I was just with the stuff Lush was just saying. I was just about to say a Jay-Z quote, the GOAT. You don't like me? Like, fine. It costs you nothing. Pay me no mind.
Facts. Yeah. Oh, facts. Yeah. Sid is telling us to stop running, but he doesn't want to come up, I guess. I don't know. But bring him up next, please.
He in the request. Prince,
in the request?
Prince, how old are you? Prince, how old are you?
I'm 36.
And what is your religious indoctrination?
Well, I'm not religious because I believe the religion
is Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior?
I believe
is Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Christian.
Do you think?
All right.
I'm not Christian.
He's your Lord and Savior. That's a Christian. Go ahead, Bart.
I'm not a Christian.
Get in his bio.
I'm not a Christian.
What's in his bio?
HBI. He tribe of Judah.
Oh, okay. He's HBI. Cool.
You know what a Levant is?
Absolutely.
Right. And you think black people are Canaanites, Midianites, Edomites, wandering Arameans? You think that's us?
I believe that we are the southern kingdom of the royal Shemitic house of the Lions of Judah, of the Judeans of the Holy Land of Judea, our country that has been erased.
Okay, we're not.
We're not.
Well, according to my research,
he said Judea so many times.
According to my research, I say otherwise.
All right, your research is a bunch of crap. First of all, how can we be those people when when the languages of West Africa are older than them and our DNA shows that we're from West Africa?
Literally.
The DNA shows we're from West Africa because when they start studying the DNA, that's where they got our DNA from. But according to the history books and the migration, can I speak, brother?
All right, go ahead. My bad.
All praises to the Most High. Now, according to the research in the history books, and according to the conquerors' maps, and according to the government officials over us, they say that we are those people.
Okay, yeah, we're not.
Who said? Which government official said that?
Well, mile marker A1-14 says that.
Okay, Prince. Actually, I had a question for you, Prince. Prince, before you got on this live, did you put some substances into a glass jar, light them on fire, and then inhale the smoke? Is that what you did before you got on here?
We can be comical, we can be comedians, but we can't run from the truth that we are under the curses, and we are the only people on the earth that fit the curses of the blessings and the curses of the holy ancient scriptures that went viral in ancient times before we had internet.
Okay, Prince.
Is what
I'm sorry, Lords. Go ahead, Lords. I'm sorry.
This is what religion does to you. It makes you believe that you are cursed, right? That you are cursed. Because you are cursed, you deserve to have whatever is happening to you happen. But
you know, it's
Bar.
specific curses that so-called African Americans fall under of the Holy Torah, of the Holy
Bar, you tripping, bro?
that all monotheistic religions look to. All monotheistic religions look to the God of Abraham.
So
Bar,
Bar, what do you say, Bar?
No reason.
So
Bar, what do you say?
Yo, when that nigga said, when that.
Yo,
when he first said that, I was over here laughing too.
Have any of y'all read the Holy Scriptures of the Most High Creator? Of the ones that gave y'all the eyeball?
Hey,
that y'all
Prince,
looking at us?
What are you talking about? What is your name? What is your name? Anija? What are you talking about?
My name is Ayanaya.
Ayanaya, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Have any of y'all laughing right now read the Holy Scriptures of the Creator?
What's your name again? Say Ayanaya.
Ayanaya, which is an acronym.
Bro, sound like he's saying that
For what? What is the acronym for what?
It's an acronym for Yeshak Netanyel Yisrael.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck is going on?
Wait a minute.
All praise. And that's
my goodness.
And that's my baby, and I'm loyal to her.
Oh,
God-fearing man.
Who is your baby?
Right there. They got a picture of me and my baby. Ariel Almighty got a picture of me and my baby.
What?
Wait, your baby is Ayanaya?
And I'm proud of my baby. And she a whole lot fraud analyst.
Wow.
She a whole fraud analyst. I'm proud of my baby. Been dealing with her 18 years. Proud of my baby. All praise
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. What's she going with them gloves on? Never mind. That wasn't my point of putting it.
It was a tea party. It was a little tea party.
Why she got the gloves on? Why she got the Michael Jackson gloves on, bro?
No, she was going to a tea party. I see what he's saying. They were going to a tea party.
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
Fascinator on. She got a little fascinator.
All praises to the Most High.
Please.
Area, you are like
my point for listen, I was just trying to see what he looked like, and then I stumbled upon this, and I was like, what the fuck is going on right here?
y'all look good. We
18 years right there. That's what's going on right there.
Hey, that's wonderful. Years. That's wonderful. 18 years. That's cool. That's wonderful. All right. So let's get back to the subject. Any meeny miny mo. So Prince any meeny miny mo. When we do love
black love. So
yeah, we do love black love. We do love black love.
Wait. I'm laughing at
y'all
you.
Ain't married?
No, that thing go viral. Black love go viral every day.
I'm laughing at you.
You ain't married.
You know, Prince. I'm not married. I'm definitely matured late. I'm striving.
That's crazy. You say you've been dealing with her for 18 years?
I'm correcting my ways. I'm correcting my ways slowly but surely.
You know, it only takes.
That's all I want.
You only gotta go. It don't take. It only take like one day to correct your ways. You can just go down to the place.
Yes, go to the court.
In front of the judge.
Are those? Am I stepping before a priest of the Most High? You consider them people priests of the Most High? Go to these European courthouses and
there is no Most High. Just go to the court and get your shit legally done.
What do you mean? Go to the. What do you mean? Go to the.
It's no creator of the lions, the tigers, and the bears. You don't think it's the creator of the lion?
Sir.
You don't think it's the creator of the great white?
All right, be quiet while Lord is talking, please.
What do you mean? Courthouses of the Europeans. What does that mean? You mean to tell me? Now, I am not a proponent of marriage. I'm just not. I just a fucking. But the fact that you claim you getting yourself together, right? And the excuse you gave is that you don't want to go to a European courthouse. Go get married in Jamaica. Go get married in Nigeria. You ain't got to get married here.
Yeah, you go to an Ife priest in Nigeria and get married.
Yeah.
I need to go to the priest of the Most High.
Yeah, go to the Ife priest. The Most High is
who's the priest of the Most High? You got one in your city?
The Levitical priesthood. Where are they?
You got one in your city? Oh, so you mean to tell me you're not gonna marry her until you find a Levitical priest?
I'm practicing monogamy.
Hey,
I'm practicing monogamy. I'm not cheating on her. I'm not fornicating.
It was a yes or no.
Point me to a Levitical
So
priest.
now you gotta find.
You want me to go to these people and just put my name on some government?
Can you tell me when the Levitical priesthood was abolished? When was the last Levitical priest we had? Who was the last Levitical priest?
I couldn't tell you.
Who was the last Levitical priest?
I couldn't.
You couldn't tell me because you know when it was?
Enlighten me.
It was in BC. That's the last Levitical. So you mean to tell me you got to wait for another Levitical priest to come?
Or I could just practice monogamy with my significant other. Why I gotta make it so complicated? Why I gotta go to your way? Why
You've
I
been
gotta go
with
to
her
their
18
way?
years. What you mean complicated?
Yeah, so I'm practicing monogamy. I think I'm abiding by the law because the law in my heart.
All right.
Go ahead to the topic.
Should I start the clock over, bro? Because we got 5 minutes.
Hey, he ain't got
Really
no
too deep for understanding.
He ain't got no.
Yeah.
You got something.
I got something to
real
talk
quick,
about. I say black people should not be Christian. This is why I came on the plane.
Yeah, I got.
People, I want to expound on the topic. It say black people should not be Christians, Muslims,
or black Hebrew Israelites, whatever you are. We shouldn't be any of those. Why should we be those?
Check this out. This is why I say otherwise.
I'm
because
trying to give you a shout out, Prince.
If they
everybody need to go to his page, and he got a song on there, okay? And it's, I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Go listen. I'm trying to get you some views because you listen. Them snaps was hidden. Y'all go check out his song on his page. It's called "I Am." I'm assuming that's the only words he said in his song. Y'all go check it out. Give Prince
to the Most High.
Prince some views. All praise.
If you gonna go listen to the fucking song, do not tell any fucking body that you listen to a song named "I Am" by a motherfucking named Prince. We don't want no confusion, and I don't play no shit like that. All that nigga NII. Say I listen to a song named "I Am" by a motherfucking named A.E.I.O.U. Don't you never call him Prince, okay? All right. Prince. I don't want it. I don't want nobody to get it twisted.
All right. So A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. Why should we be? Why should we be what you are? The Hebrew Israelite thing.
Nobody should be what he is.
The reason I say because we striving for black Hebrew Israelites. I'm gonna say. We striving for our own government. We striving for a righteous government, and we striving for positivity.
Cool. Can you do all that without being the thingy that you are, whatever that is?
The thingy that I am. That's just who I am. You know, I've been
listen to my A-E-I-O-U. Listen to my question. All right, you're a Hebrew Israelite, and you said that black people should be that because you're struggling. You are pursuing positivity and your own government and a righteous government, et cetera, et cetera. Can you do all that without being Israelite?
Absolutely.
Okay, so there's no need for this. That means your entire philosophy is useless then.
You know, that's opinionated, but we dealing with a people that has an identity crisis and that has a culture crisis.
Yeah, you do have an identity crisis, a culture crisis.
You got that right.
Because we're not Israelite. You got that right.
Who is annihilating themselves and who's being mass incarcerated. Who's going through mass incarceration.
Who has an identity crisis?
Who has an identity crisis? My brothers that saying that they are the Native Americans.
Okay.
And you were saying that you're an Israelite, but you're not.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, according to my research, you didn't take the time to research that. So
yes, I did. I did take the time to research.
That's why we can tell you that you. That's why we can tell you that you are not. Also, What land are y'all gonna build this government?
This country on?
Yeah, what land?
The Holy Land.
What Christian? What you mean? Wait a minute, hold on. You mean the Holy Land? Where just a couple of years ago,
the Holy Bible,
hold up,
the Holy Land from the Holy Bible.
Yes,
the
wait a
Holy
minute,
Land
Prince.
of Judea.
Wait a minute, Ainaya. You mean the Holy Land that
Judea?
That just a couple of years
that said that God said He gonna put back on earth.
Inuyasha, like, listen. When Lord is talking, please be quiet.
Let her get
Go
that.
ahead.
Y'all calling this man?
You mean the Holy Land that just a few years ago, they were putting Black Hebrew Israelites out of Israel? You talking about that Israel? Because they was just putting y'all out that motherfucker. People that had been there for decades.
I'm talking about Judea. I'm talking about the Holy Land of Judea.
That's where Judea is.
Can you tell me where that is?
Judea is a sovereign country.
Where is it? I'm asking you where.
In the Levant.
Okay.
Between Arabia and Egypt.
The Sinai?
In between Arabia and Egypt. That is
okay.
Judea.
So let me ask you a question. What strides have y'all
Israel
made?
had two states.
Sir,
Judea,
what strides?
kingdom.
What strides have y'all made to get to wrest the land from the people that's over there and make y'all government on?
You said what?
You heard what I said. What strides have you made?
I did not, ma'am.
What strides have you made to wrest the land from the people that's over there and start your government?
All I can do is petition right now. All I got is a voice right now. I don't have no finances. I don't have no government officials backing me right now. All I got is a voice, and my voice is going to be heard because I'm going to continue to scream my voice that the Holy Land of Judea must be a sovereign state. If they could make Palestine.
All right. We're going to go ahead and move on, guys.
Why don't he say Judea like that? Judea?
But we're talking about the Sinai Peninsula.
Man, come on, let's go and get this man. Let's go and pack him up, get him out the way.
Okay, Sid. All right, Sid. Finally, it's your time to shine. Jesus Christ. All right, Sid. We know that you're indoctrination.
Y'all got him up out of here.
Yeah, definitely.
I ain't know you was gonna say something to him. You ain't say nothing.
Yeah, his time was up anyway. It's all good.
Yeah. But if I was like, damn. You might have something for Sid though. Sid, I know who you are.
Hey, Bar, do y'all know, like, do y'all know, I'll be forgetting to bring it up, but when those B.A.A.H be talking about, the curse stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Do y'all know that in the Pentateuch, the Pentateuch, you have to go back to the Pentateuch.
Mm-hmm.
The curses are not in there. They didn't appear into the Torah until after the Roman Council of Conference of Jamnia.
Yeah,
that's the one when they canonized all the books and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's something for them to look into. Yeah, those curses.
I gotta start bringing that up. I gotta start saying
that doesn't. But I know what they're talking. And yeah, see the Pentateuch. The Pentateuch is the Greek name for the Torah.
Yeah,
and the first 5 books and stuff. And the Pentateuch, then turned into the Septuagint.
Mm-hmm.
After that, and so it's the closest thing to the original text.
Yeah,
and in the Greek text, those curses not in there.
When did those curses arrive?
It's called a Conference of Jamnia.
I
first heard of this, and and then I started looking into it years ago from Dr. Yosef.
Yeah,
Ben Yakinen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm. I know about that.
Yeah.
Good shit, bro. I didn't know.
I've heard of I looked into the Council of Jamnia before, but I didn't put it together as well as you just did.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
So finally,
it was a conference of Germany, and they put that in there when they were about to, start doing the things that they were doing, colonization and everything. And this is the conference of Germany. It was well before the first council of Nicaea.
This was after the destruction of the temple, which makes sense why they would put all the curses in there after they just got their ass kicked again. It's crazy how you put that together because they switched to monotheism after they got kicked out, and they switched, and then it's like you get kicked, your temple get destroyed, and then y'all have this council, and that's when all these curses and shit arrive in your literature. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's all historical.
That's interesting.
All right. Hey, Rakia Salisbury, we're gonna bring you up after Sid. All right, you gotta be patient. All right, so Sid,
I know Sid is 18. Sid, you 18, right?
I'm 25, correct?
Oh, 25. Cool. Yeah, black people
your
shouldn't
time
be,
to shine.
Black people should not be Christian. Why do you think black people should be? I like that question. Why do you think black people should be Christian?
Yeah, black people.
Okay, before you start, if you make a point that needs to be addressed, then we're gonna have to address it. Go ahead.
All right, for sure. And please don't think that brother got anything from me because I used to cook Be Easy and King Los in the chat, just like I be in here cooking y'all. So please calm down on that, rhetoric. You got your heavy hitters, you got your muscle. I just like it's all good, but you got to come correct when you're talking to somebody.
All right, Sid.
Voss is the brains. I'm the muscle. Voss is the brain.
Sid. We don't care about your personal issues. We don't care about any of that. Okay. What we care about is the question: what is your best reason, evidence, or argument that black people should be Christian?
So I don't think I could have made a better point than the point you all made earlier when you were explaining.
And I'm flattered that you know who I am because I have no idea who you are. You're not that important.
Yeah, for sure. The way that you all explained it earlier was better than I could ever hope to. The way that you expounded on how, despite being, so-called quote unquote free thinking Negroes, you still, go to Christian events. You still find yourself amongst Christian peers who treat you with the utmost respect, the utmost dignity.
Nobody said anything about the utmost respect. We didn't say that.
We did not say that.
No.
Yeah, we didn't say that.
We didn't say that at all. Nobody said that.
Please don't interrupt me. Respectfully.
No, I'm gonna interrupt you because you're not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's a lie.
You're not going to lie.
Remember,
anything about that.
If you make a point,
we're gonna address it.
You're gonna have
Sid, So Sid, what you got confused at? Hold on, Sid. What you got confused at is that I said that in Haitian culture, it's a tradition to drink a certain soup, and that soup is made out of a certain church, my dad's church. So I go there on December 31st to get the soup, but I don't go to Christian events. That's what was said.
The reason that you find community, that you are embraced, that you find warmth, passion with these Christians is because that is the nature of Christianity, and that has always been the nature of Christianity, and especially in regards to the black community. And so,
all right, great. Pause. All right, great. Pause. How do you?
I didn't make my point. Can I make my point, please?
No. You made one point. Then we're gonna go ahead and address that one. Then you can make the next one. All right. So let's address your first point. You said that you find warmth within Christianity. That's the nature of Christianity, especially when it comes to black people. Number one, how do you explain the Crusades? Number two, how do you explain the Atlantic slave trade?
And especially when it comes to black people, because again, the inherent nature of Christianity.
How do you explain the Atlantic slave trade?
It's to turn the other cheek, and it is not.
How do you explain the Atlantic slave trade? I'm not going to let you get away from that. How do you explain the Atlantic slave trade?
What is there to explain?
What do you mean was there to explain? It was Christians who enslaved us.
Black people were sold by pagans, their pagan neighbors.
No, wrong.
Sold them
Wrong.
to Christians,
Wrong.
Jews, Muslims, etc.
Wrong.
What do you mean wrong? That's a fact.
Wrong.
That's a fact.
Wrong.
What were black people before becoming
black? No, listen to what I'm saying. And during the Atlantic slave trade, a lot of West Africans were a mix. They were a mix of Muslim, they were a mix of animists, and there were Christians there. The Congo Kingdom was one of the most prolific slave trading kingdoms, and guess what they were?
They were Christians by choice.
Exactly, and they still traded slaves. So Christians in Africa also traded slaves. So your excuse of they got sold by pagans is just nonsense, because pagans sold slaves, Muslims sold slaves, Christians also sold slaves. So if it's in the nature of Christianity to be warm and welcoming, why did Christians go into Africa and Christianize Africa specifically to make us subservient to European markets and to enslave us? How do you explain that?
How do you explain that?
So again, man, and what in his devices and what he uses Christianity in this message for is completely different than the message itself. And so
cool. But you just said that Christianity is welcoming and warm. That doesn't sound welcoming and warm.
Nowhere in the Bible are you commanded to sell your brother into slavery.
Leviticus 25:44.
Leviticus does not tell you to take your brother into slavery, trade him across the ocean.
Leviticus 25:44 says that your slave is our condemnation.
No, it doesn't tell you to take your brother into slavery, but it does tell you to take motherfuckers that's not your brothers into slavery.
Correct. Yeah, foreigners.
He brought up the transatlantic slave trade, and it is not what happened in regards to what was performed.
Yes, it is. They took people from other nations, which Leviticus 25, 44 through 46 says you can. It says, as for the slaves you may have, you may get them from the nations around you and from the people from these nations living in your land.
Yeah.
So the Bible actually does says you can do that, what they did. And not only that, the enslavers actually used that verse amongst others to do that.
So again, I'm not sure if you're quoting from the Old Testament. I'm sure you are. Or the New
Leviticus
Testament.
is the Old Testament. So hold on. You said you're not sure I'm quoting from the Old Testament, so you don't even know your own Bible?
It's crazy.
No, I do. But
Leviticus is famously the Old Testament, my guy.
Okay, correct. So I was making a point.
It's the Old Testament, but your Jesus in the New Testament says that I did not come to abolish the law or the prophets. That is what your Jesus in the New Testament.
So you are affirming the fact that the book that was written by and for the Hebrews, about which law they are supposed to follow, are changed and are different.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I didn't say that. You're lying. You're lying again. I said that your Jesus said that he did not come to abolish the law nor the prophets. That is what he said. I didn't say anything about him changing anything. And as far as the new covenant is concerned, the new covenant is just the old covenant written on your heart. That's it.
You say that's it, but that's all that's needed in regards to making the characters.
It's so nothing changed. It's just the old covenant, Jeremiah 31. It's just the old covenant written on your heart. It hadn't changed.
The Old Testament is not completely abolished, but it is in a new context.
It's not in a new context. It's not. You're lying again. It's not in a new context at all. Jesus said, I did not come to abolish the law nor the prophets. Not a jot nor a tittle of the law shall pass away until heaven and earth pass away.
Amen.
Yeah, I wanted to add that real quick, Lord. So let me add. Let me just read. I think it's John. I'm sorry, not John. Matthew 5:17 through 18. It says exactly what Lord said. Do not think I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have come not to abolish, but to fulfill. For truly I tell you, until heaven and earth pass away, not one letter, not one stroke of a letter will pass from the law until all is accomplished. So nothing changes.
That you're strawmanning the point I didn't make, but I'll continue to engage because the point that you're making is still fallacious. But again,
okay,
I haven't.
Okay, let's go ahead and clarify my point because a lot happened. My point was your entire argument was that black people should be Christian because it's been warming and welcoming to black people. I countered that by saying that when you look at the history of what Christianity did to our ancestors, which were black people, it hasn't been warm or welcoming at all. Even within this country, you would still find plenty of churches that are completely segregated. Black people were not going to Christian white churches during Jim Crow. You know that, and I know that. All right. So when you say that it's been welcoming and everything like that and warm to Black people, it has not been, because our spiritual traditions were stripped away for Christianity. Our historical traditions were stripped away. Our language was stripped away for Christianity. As a matter of fact, I'm Haitian, right? The largest Christian denomination right now, which is Catholicism, has always denigrated Haitian culture, even Haitian Creole. Haitian Creole is its own language, right? But the Catholic Church has always denigrated it as less educated, as foolish, and even as demonic. So when you say that Black people should be Christian because it's warm and welcoming to Black people, how do you explain Christianity denigrating my people?
He loved.
There you go. All right.
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
She, lady, what's her name? Lady came back. She was here earlier.
She did come back. We appreciate you coming back, lady. Hey, shout out to Lords. That you reminded me of that verse that I had to bring up. That was wonderful. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Lady, how's it going?
He says connection failed. You can request back up, but
I request back up whenever you can.
Lady of Diva. Lady of Diva. And
I'm pretty sure she's a friendly from the comments that she was putting out. I don't think she knows she up here again.
You said you friendly? You friendly? Why would I ask that? Lady of Diva, how old are you?
You friendly?
Damn, you can't.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 44. So I just wanted to come up because I was tickled when the guy was on, and I was trying to piggyback out what she said, but she had already said it, to go look at his profile when he was on there and he was growling and all of that. I was dying laughing like that, but she had already said it. Came up and said it because I was trying to get on there and say, y'all need to go watch this man's profile because he is a fool. That's all I wanted, because I stay in the comments reading them in the comments.
Yes, ma'am. Well,
so y'all have a good night. I'm going back down in the comments so I can laugh and do my little work while I'm working at night. Y'all keep me up.
Yes, ma'am. I ain't mean to cut. I did not mean to cut her off.
She said he was growling.
Yeah, he was.
We got Rikia Salisbury, like steak.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Salisbury.
Salisbury, like King Saul.
Like a hungry man?
No, like the king.
You know, they put a Salisbury steak in a hungry man. You know what a hungry man is?
Hey, that's wrong spelling and pronunciation, brother. I said Saul like King Saul.
Pronunciation?
I'm saying, do you know what the hungry mans are? Do you know what those are?
I definitely do, for sure.
Yeah, they got Salisbury steaks in them.
And again, I keep saying that's wrong spelling and pronunciation.
My grandma used to call them hamburger steaks.
How do you pronounce the steak?
The steak is Salisbury. My name is Salisbury.
Salisbury.
Jesus Christ.
Salisbury.
All
right. Let me yeah, how old are you?
As in King Saul.
We understand.
Can I call you hungry?
You can call me whatever, just don't call me late.
Mr. Hungry. How old are you?
Man, I'm 31, fam.
What is your religious indoctrination?
Man, I'm a believer of Jesus Christ, so I'm crazy.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
For sure.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul.
For sure.
Oh
my soul.
I worship his holy name. It seems like never before. Oh my soul, I worship his holy name.
See, y'all know shit I don't know, because songs I know don't go like that.
Listen to me, my little brother. I used to go in that nigga room. He played that motherfucker on the speaker. The fuck going on?
Going on here? What the fuck you doing in here, nigga?
What church? I'm like, what church you in? Ain't no black church played this song.
I was thinking that when you were singing it. I was like, this is a white people church
That's
song.
a damn hill song.
Yeah, that's a hill song. That's Hillsong. Yeah.
That's a hill song.
I think I was talking these wrong.
Y'all ever saw that Hillsong documentary?
I seen it.
I said, where you get that? Where you get that, bro? That damn Hillsong documentary ain't nothing nice.
This nigga been watching Joel Osteen.
That motherfucker, that smiling motherfucker, you don't trust that bitch at all. He that bitch smiled too much. His fucking cheeks ought to be hurt.
Nigga been watching. He been watching
Joel Oil Sheen.
He been watching.
Yes, exactly. Oil Sheen.
You watch.
That's just what he looked like. That slick ass.
Brother.
Stick ass hair, bro. 700 Club.
Used car salesman. Yeah, he was old slick ass used car salesman.
I said,
with his suit, smiling, be like, and Jesus said.
That nigga been watching Kenneth
Copeland.
Oh, my mom used to love John Hagee, boy. She used to love John Hagee. My mom used to be in love with John Hagee, Kenneth Copeland, all of them. Until they started speaking against Barack Obama. Once that happened, that's when she didn't like him no more. But back in the day, boy, you couldn't tell my mama nothing about Kenneth Copeland and John Hagee. She loved them boys.
So we gonna go against our ancestors.
My breastplate of righteousness. You know,
and my sword of truth.
We gonna go against our big mama.
Nigga got the armor of the Lord on. I got the shoes of truth.
The shoes of truth was crazy. Yo, this. Wait, think about how ridiculous this shit sounds, bro. What the hell? The belt of righteousness, the army of the Lord. What the fuck? No, even when I was Christian, I was like, "Yo, this just sounds ridiculous, bro."
I'm saying, like, everything sounds ridiculous.
Even when I was a Christian, it didn't sit right with me.
So you chose to believe in modern science.
You did.
Everybody, listen. I went to a funeral a couple of weeks ago of a friend of mine's daughter. And you know, she is uber super duper uber religious, right?
Uber.
And yes, like fucking uber. That motherfucker is religious to the marrow. Mm-hmm. And that funeral was so strange for a young child. It was the strangest young child, old lady funeral that I ever fucking been to. I'm like, this.
Somebody said you got the. Nigga said you got the helmet or
something. I had to look at the program because I'm like, is this bitch 25 or 95? I'm like, girl, I couldn't even take it serious. I went and stood outside. I'm like, I'll meet y'all outside. And she was like, you left? I'm like, yeah, girl, you know I don't play no shit like this no more. This is weird to me. I can't even sit down here and watch this. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you talking about this girl like she was 95 years old? It's crazy. It was uncanny.
Hungry. Oh, y'all, let's get
to Salisbury steak.
To the Hungry Man.
Right, so let's get to the Hungry Man. All right. So how old are you, Rakia, and what is your religious indoctrination?
And again, I'm 31. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, which makes me a Christian. So
gotcha. All right, so gotcha. Now you said something about following modern science. We're going to get to that. Definitely gonna get to that. But what I would like to know is, should actually Bar was going to ask that question. Go ahead.
Bar. No. That I think you was going where I'm probably going. I just want to. I want to check his temperature. Do you think people should practice religions that was forced on their ancestors, led to their demise, weaponized on them, forced on them and stuff? You think that's okay? Yes or no? Yes or no first before you do all the other stuff. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You saying yes, cool. It is okay?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Go ahead.
All right, cool.
My work here is done, y'all.
Gotcha.
Somebody put a coon picture up.
Hey, I'm talking to the right one.
Go ahead. Niggas are super coon.
Listen, man, black Christians be too cooned out for Christ for me. I don't be getting it. I don't be understanding it.
Niggas are super coon.
Oh, man. All right, hungry man.
What do super coons eat? They eat hungry men.
Super coons Super coons eat coon
He
flakes.
can't walk in his grandma house.
Super coons eat coon flakes.
100% oat milk with the cereal, nigga.
They can save white women with the
Somebody, hey, nah. Gang. Somebody said they eat their own kind.
Super coons eat cream coons.
That's crazy.
Faster than a speeding bullet to save white women. But anyway,
niggas, the creme de la creme of coonery.
All right, so
that man said you wasn't listening to Harriet Tubman. Sir, Harriet Tubman had a metal fucking rod swung at her motherfucking head.
What he doing with that broom in his hand?
I know.
Her master tried to throw something at another slave and popped her with it.
Niggas a rat.
Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. All right. So Salisbury.
A beef coon. Y'all never seen it? You never seen the episode of iCarly?
I see that.
That nigga's a beef coon.
Are you sure?
White little girl shows, man.
Let's focus, y'all. Let's focus. Let's focus. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, Rakia, let me start. Let's talk over real quick. All right, Rakia. So, what would be your best reason, evidence, or argument that black people should follow the religion that was forced on us and enslaved our ancestors?
Your name Ricky?
No, Ricky, but
Nate.
This is gonna be an unserious night from now on.
Let's get serious. Let's get serious.
Oh my goodness! I think Bar took an Eddie Winslow, y'all. I think Bar took an Eddie Winslow.
Serious?
Yeah, I think Bar took an Eddie Winslow, y'all.
Like I said.
Bar, you had a gummy before you came on live, bro. You had a gummy before you came on live.
Niggas super cool.
All right, so Nate, because we're kind of in a bind here, Nate. Why should black people follow the religion that enslaved our ancestors?
For one, because I would say this: God in the Word, it says, "All things work for the good for those who are called and are according to His will."
So slavery was good.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna speak for me, and I'm gonna speak.
All right, go ahead and put that back on the board, please. We're gonna put that on the board for now on. Go ahead and put that on the board, please. Go ahead, put it on the big screen, please. Bar.
Go ahead and put it on the big screen.
Wait a minute.
Right now.
Why do you think slavery was good?
Because I don't think none of us here in America would have wanted to be an African, born over there in them traditions, born over there with them people. I love
actually I would love to have been over there.
I love the place that I'm in.
So Salisbury steak. So super cool. Listen. I would have loved to have been part of our original traditions because it was actually shown by anthropologists that without the slave trade, Africa would have been a lot farther ahead right now. And it was actually colonialism and the slave trade that underdeveloped us. So when you said that you wouldn't want to be born over there, it's only because of the religion that you follow that is underdeveloped.
No, ain't no telling what part of Africa I would have been born. I could have been born in the mud huts. and living with them people. So
Nigga, you should have been born over there.
I don't want to be no African.
Because being born
the
over
slave
here,
trade was a good thing.
Being born over here did you a disadvantage because you stupid as hell. Do you know that the majority of children over this motherfucker, right, are not reading, writing, or doing mathematics proficiently? And you are one. You are one of the people Bush left behind. You should have been born over there because you are stupid as a motherfucker. I know this ain't the first time you hearing this. I know this not the first time a motherfucker done called you stupid. I know it because listen to what you're saying. You talking about a mud hut, and I promise you, you don't own the place you live in, bitch. I promise you, you don't own the place you're renting. Your fucking mama was renting. That whole mama was renting. You don't own the place you fucking live in.
I
promise you, you're renting, bitch. You and that hole and that little baby is renting. You at the mercy of the motherfucking landlord. Your mama is renting. That whole mama was renting.
Salisbury Coon.
You don't own that motherfucker. You don't own nothing over here because you don't make enough money to buy a house.
Okay, but y'all was asking me, so I'm
all right. Salisbury Coon. Salisbury Coon
to buy a house.
I wasn't wanted to be.
So Salisbury Coon. So my question is this, right? So Salisbury Coon. This my question. Were you like born stupid, or did you take lessons?
Because my dog with them headphones.
Sound like your African took your job and your bitch. That's what it sounds like. Sound like African took your job and your hoe, and you mad about it.
All right, so Salisbury Coon. This is my question. Were you like born stupid, or did you take lessons? Like when you were when you had to go to school, elementary
lessons from people in panels like
so you took lessons. Oh, so that means when you had to go to school, they had to put a helmet on you and you had to get on the short bus. Is that what happened?
You know what to do.
That makes
know what to do.
He don't even have no furniture.
A black teacher that looked just like you.
He don't even have no furniture. All that echo in that nigga house. He don't even have no furniture. Mama named him Rikia. Bitch, mama named him Rikia. You know you gonna be stupid because your mama was stupid because that whole named you Rikia. You don't like your name so much, you gotta go by Nate. Bitch, named you Rikia. Your name's so stupid, you even know it. You call yourself Nate, bitch. Rikia. Fucking Ricky Raccoon.
And you ain't never even been over to Africa, but
you don't even like your name. You know
somewhere.
Your mama was stupid naming you Rikia. That old whole name, Rikia. What's your sister name, Ralph?
Yeah, y'all.
Oh, this is gonna be an unserious night, boy. I tell you.
It
Ooh, boy. All right, who's next, y'all? Who's next? Go ahead, pick the next one, Bar. I think Sid is still in the chat.
He in there, but let me see what this person. Let me see what this is.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what an amazing night.
Yeah.
What is amazing.
All right, let's try to lock in. Let's lock in. UC.
It's Isu Rogers.
Motherfucking name. UC. You see me, I see you.
Mm-hmm. All right,
how old are you?
Well, I'm.
How old are you?
46.
Okay, what is your religious indoctrination?
Is that Obama fade?
Yes, go back again. Then here we go.
Bruh, I'm trying.
I'll just make it sure. Y'all go ahead. I'll just make it sure.
And the earring.
A big one.
And he hitting that light skin
He
pole.
from Texas.
Look at his lips.
Nigga from Texas.
Oh,
Obama the plug. Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
You what is your religious indoctrination?
Well, I'm not indoctrinated anymore. I was indoctrinated, but now I'm a free thinker. After studying some level of anthropology, I'm now studying clinical psychology. I'm an electronic engineer by profession, and also history, which gives me a great deal of the plagiarism behind all religion and the condition to which we adapt and follow these things, not knowing that it's a trap to the mind and erode our mental faculty of its critical thinking skills. Thus result in us having being in this what you call autopilot mode, retarding our mental faculty and paying to retain our ignorance. Because
I think Esau's are friendly, y'all.
Yeah, Uzi, you were friendly, so you and I agree. So
yes.
I'm gonna drop you down, but you can come back up in a minute when we clear these evil heathens out.
Yeah, we already had Rakia and Prince up here, so let's bring up like either Watchman or BLK.
Well, I know who Black is. Black is Black. She a friendly. She a friendly.
Okay.
I'll do this person. Sid, I see you, Sid. He didn't.
Sid is gone.
Who the fuck is Lackmustard? This nigga. Man, Mac, ain't nobody finna blow with you, gang. Yeah, he I don't know what happened to him. Let me do this right here. See, it might be. No, we ain't running from you. We gonna come back. I'm coming to you. We'll make this real short and sweet. Watchman, how old are you? Watchman.
Watchman, you there?
Yes.
How old are you? You know what? We gonna yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and move on.
The brother's in a sunken place. Everybody who was in the thing, they've not been up here. Hold on, Black. I see you in there. We're gonna wrap him up real. We're gonna get you out the way. See it.
Yeah, peace.
So, all right, Sid, would you like to rehear my last argument?
Yeah, go ahead, but let's just make it clear again that this is not my argument. This is your argument. But go ahead.
Okay, so all right, so you're saying that I misunderstood your argument that Christianity, Black people should be Christian because it was welcoming to us. Is that not what you said?
Is that what he said?
What I said.
Okay, what did you say?
What did you say?
I was making an example of the welcoming Christians in y'all lives, and they are welcome because that's what the Bible.
No, we know that already. You don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about the Christians in our lives. What I asked you was, why should Black people be Christian?
Yeah,
Black people should be Christians because Christianity is the best school yet invented for the civilization, for the upliftment, for the advancement of the Black race the world has seen since Jesus died.
All right, it has not been, because like it's shown that colonialism and slavery actually underdeveloped Africa, and that was done by Christians.
Colonialism and slavery was done by a myriad of people, not including Muslims, including pagans, including
colonialism was not done by pagans. Colonialism was not done by Buddhists, because the majority of Africa right now is Christian.
Chinese,
so it was not. Hold on, listen. Sid, be quiet.
Slow down.
The majority of Africa right now is Christian, and colonialism. China did not do colonialism. Colonialism was back in the 14 to 1500s. China wasn't colonizing Africa back then. So colonialism underdeveloped Africa and still continues to do so to this day. And we can find this with the IMF banks, with European businesses and mining companies that own things in Africa that purposely underdeveloped them. We can see that with France, when France actually prints out African currency that then African countries have to borrow from France. All these things underdeveloped Africa, and these things were done under the auspice of Christianity or under Christian nations. So when you said that it advanced Africa, that goes against all of the evidence that we have. As a matter of fact, China, which is a non-religious state, has actually built more things in Africa than European countries did. So when you said that Christianity advanced Africa, you're just wrong.
That's a crazy. So I'm not going to argue the merits or demerits of what
we can look at here in the U.S. right. The states with the most Christians that have that believe the most, that go to church the most, they are doing worse in every measure.
They're very untrue. Untrue.
No, it's not. I can give you the stats.
Your stats won't show that
the Bible Belt has the worst. The Bible Belt.
The top 3 economies in America are California, Texas, and Florida. Florida and Texas have over half residents.
I can give you the stats. Come on, let's.
So that's a fact. So say the top 5. Say the top 5 economies in America.
So
But
Texas is a top economy because of oil. Florida is a top economy because of tourism, and California is a top economy. And hold on, listen. And California is a top economy because of the tech industry. However, when we look at other states in America, when we look at other states in America that don't have the resources that Texas, Florida, and California have, and they're in the Bible Belt, they have the worst poverty, top teen pregnancy, drug addiction. Hold on, Sid. I'm not going to fight for the mic.
No, it actually doesn't go against my argument.
Correlation is not causation.
No, I didn't say correlation was causation, but it doesn't go against my argument because I am talking about they are the lowest in maternal mortality. They are the worst in education. They are the worst in life expectancy. They are the worst in health outcomes. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I said.
Right, and when you brought up California, Texas, and Florida, Texas has oil. Florida is a huge tourism spot. California has the tech industry. So those are the reasons why they're rich. Every other state that's heavily Christian that doesn't have those resources are not.
And guess what? That doesn't make the maternal mortality in Florida and Texas better. It doesn't make the education there better. Right? It doesn't make the life expectancy there better.
Yeah, the mortality rate in Florida is one of the worst. The education in Florida is one of the worst, and I know because I'm from there.
So can you explain to me which state with high education, high metrics, all the metrics that you just give, the ones who are the highest, can you tell me which ones are not comprised of mostly Christians?
New Jersey.
And they're what?
Colorado, Massachusetts.
And they are what? Are they above Massachusetts? Wait, you said Massachusetts?
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying Massachusetts is not a majority Christian state?
Massachusetts is not a majority Christian state. Most northern states are not. Most northern states are not.
That isn't true whatsoever.
Okay.
It's not. But
Sid, you just said you're gonna have to check. Then you said it's not true whatsoever.
Because it's not. She said a lot of things that are untrue.
Listen. I said okay. You can move on.
Okay. So beyond that claim, which is debatable or outright false.
No, it's not because you can't say it's false because you don't have the information. Okay. You can't say it's false. You can't say it's debatable. You say you have to look it up, which means you don't fucking know it.
Yeah, no. Actually, Lortz is correct. Lortz, hold on.
Listen, which means you don't know it. So you can't say it's just like you came up here and lied about what Bosa said.
So I'm just
you're a liar.
All right. So Sid,
we know that you're a liar because you came up here and lied about what Bosa said.
Exactly.
Out the gate.
And Sid, she actually is correct. Massachusetts is one of the least religious states.
I'm saying it's not a majority Christian state, saying it's the least Christian.
It's not a majority Christian state.
How can it be a majority Christian if it's the least religious?
What percentage Christian is Massachusetts?
20.
20 people, 20% of people in Massachusetts identify as being Christian.
Yeah,
that nigga said 20 people.
I don't believe that.
He said 20 people.
It doesn't matter what you believe. We don't give a fuck what you believe. You believe in a 2,000-year-old zombie from the fucking Levant region. We don't care what you believe. We don't care. You're a liar. You don't know.
You're gonna watch your mouth first of all.
No, I'm not gonna do a motherfucking.
No, she's not gonna do a motherfucking thing.
What you gonna do? I'm not gonna do a fucking thing. You ain't my daddy, bitch.
You don't know who you talking.
This is why you need morality.
You must don't know who the fuck you talking about, bitch. You came up here lying. You're a fucking liar. You don't know shit, and you trying to go against the statistics that a motherfucker has. That's not right. I'm gonna have to look it up. Fuck you talking to?
You just said that Massachusetts only 20% of residents of Massachusetts.
I didn't say that, bitch. Bosa said it.
I'm not talking to you.
No, I know.
All right, so act like it. So
I know, bitch.
20%.
I know.
Of residents of Massachusetts identify.
That's not true. I'm gonna have to look it up.
California.
That's not true. That can't be true. I have to look it up.
in America. Do you know what percentage of Californians identify?
That's not true. I'm going to have to look it up.
Can you give us that number?
I can't look it up. Well, it's not true. It can't.
Even though this is
it can't be true. Even though I haven't looked it up.
Hey, Sid. Let's just get to your point, bro.
Okay, thank you, because that was a crazy point. That was a crazy. I would just point that out that was an insane point that y'all brought up. But again, my claim originally was that Christianity is the best school yet invented for the upliftment, the advancement, and the civilization of Black people since Jesus died.
But it's not, because I already countered that. But Sid, no, because I already countered that. Sid, I already countered that.
Yeah,
you didn't address colonialism and an underdevelopment that Christendom did to. Hold on, Sid. You did not address the colonialism and the underdevelopment that Christendom did to Africa. Not only that, Africa already had advanced civilizations without Christianity. The only reason you don't know about it is because colonialism erased all of that.
Christianity, Islam, basically all the Abrahamic religions. They have
before Islam. Do you know about the Nok civilization?
Jesus died.
Do you know about the Nok civilization?
The who?
The Nok civilization.
Yes, they were in Nigeria. That has nothing compared.
Exactly. Were they an advanced civilization or not?
That's nothing compared to Christian.
Were they an advanced civilization or not?
Define advanced.
You define advanced. You know who said it.
Okay. Did they have roles? Did they have literature?
Yes.
I don't know, brother.
What is Sabidi? What's Sabidi?
Sabidi? Is that a city?
Yeah, what is Sabidi?
Is that the capital?
Exactly. Just as Lord said, you don't know shit. Sabidi is a writing system. So they had that.
That's from Nigeria?
Yeah.
Why are you asking us?
Because he's making claims.
Wait a minute.
Look up Sabidi.
Let me read something, Vosi. This is from Pew Research. With high levels of prayer, the U.S. is an outlier among wealthy nations. Right? When they compare the per capita GDP adjusted for purchasing power parity, right, to the countries that say they pray the most, the countries that are doing worst are Afghanistan, Nigeria, Senegal, Algeria, Iran, Chad, Guatemala, Indonesia, Paraguay. These are countries with a lot of Christians in it. The countries that are doing the best: Norway, Switzerland, Ireland, Sweden, Germany. These are countries with low religious participation, right? The only outlier is the U.S., but that's because the U.S. is a fucking bully, right?
So we know that correlation isn't causation. So these non-secular arguments
we know that. We know that. We know.
It doesn't mean. So why you bring it up?
It's not meaningless.
It doesn't mean anything.
It's not meaningless. It's actually not meaningless. I know you want it to be. I know you
But
want
it
it to be.
is.
I know you want to think that praying 50 times a day helps you, but it doesn't. Because how the fuck you working, bitch? If you're on your knees all goddamn.
You can't prove that it hurts you.
How are you being a productive member of society if you're on your fucking knees?
Because praying doesn't take all day.
Well, I'm talking about in places like Afghanistan, where they have to pray multiple fucking times a day. In places like Iran, in places like Nigeria, that has a high Muslim population, where they have to pray multiple fucking times a day. It doesn't help.
Only the
How the
north
fuck
of
you gonna
Nigeria.
be productive and you gotta carry a rug so you could get on your knees with it every fucking way?
That's only 1/3 of
dirty
Nigeria.
ass goddamn rug.
All right, so Sid, this actually does speak against your point, because if Christianity was the most thing that advanced Black people, we would see these Christian Black nations advancing, and that doesn't happen. As you said, there are myriad of reasons why these countries are poor. That's correct. However, it does show that Christianity does not advance anything.
My claim was for all Abrahamic religions, Islam, Christianity.
No, we talking about Christianity, and you said Christianity. You didn't say all. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. You said Christianity. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. Are you changing your argument now? Hold on, wait. No. Hold on, y'all. Let's back up. No. I asked you Christianity, and you said Christianity is the best. Hold on, Sid. Sid, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I asked about Christianity, and you said Christianity is the best school of thought that's advanced Black people, et cetera. You said Christianity. When I pointed out that Christendom underdeveloped Africa, then you expanded it over to Islam.
That's not a
No. We could back up the camera, bro. You said that shit.
Well, yeah, I did say
everybody was here. Everybody was here. Everybody was here. Everybody was here. When I brought up colonialism, then you brought Islam into it.
You're not even letting me speak.
I'm gonna let you speak, but don't call me a liar. When you said Christian first, and then you said Christian first, you said Christian. You said Christian is the best school of thought. You said Christianity is the best school of thought that advanced black people. When I brought up my point about colonialism and all that other good stuff, that's when you brought Islam into the picture. That's what happened. So if you're if you're changing your argument, if you are changing your argument, that is fine. But do not call me a liar because that's what you said. Shut the fuck up, Sid. Shut the fuck up. You said Christianity. You said your dumb bitch ass said Christianity. Your bitch ass said Christianity is what advanced black people. That's what your dumb ass said. When I brought up, I have no self-control, but you come on off of mute like a dumbass. When I brought up all the other things that black people were able to advance without Christianity, then you brought up Islam.
Said a writing system.
Yes, a writing system is advanced, short bus.
If that's the case, right,
doesn't.
The percentage of black Christians in the United States is greater than the percentage of Christians in the general population. How is it helping black people in the U.S.? How is Christianity helping black people in the U.S.?
Let him. Okay, now she just asked you a question. Answer that question.
I didn't even hear what she said because I was trying to answer his point and respond to him because they different talking points.
My question,
none of them make sense.
My question is that 90%.
It's because you're stupid. That's why.
92% of black people in the U.S. say they believe in God, go to some kind of religious services. That's greater than the percentage of Christians that there are in the general U.S. population. How is it helping black people in the U.S.?
So black people are amongst the richest, most developed, and have the highest quality of life amongst people in the entire world.
They do? Black people?
Absolutely. In America?
Can you show me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, black people in America have the highest quality of life than anybody in the world?
They have amongst the highest quality of life of any people in the world, amongst
179. Where can I find that? Show me what's that
179 recognized nations. Black people have higher.
Sir, where is that study? Can you show me where? Sir, can you show me?
Okay.
Where can I find it?
Which one do you want?
Anyone.
Oh my God! So if you don't believe,
so Sid, you realize the reason for that.
Another bombardment.
Wait a minute, Volsi. Wow. I'm asking you for the source. If you, it doesn't matter which one. Give me whatever.
You can check the IMF and World Bank numbers on household income per capita, GDP per capita, and it will show you that Black Americans with an average of about 37,000, I believe it is. That places us in the top 20 worldwide, higher than China, higher than Brazil. Higher than China, second largest economy.
Yeah, all that's fine. All that's fine. All that's fine. All that's fine. Sid, all that's fine, right? Because I'm going to accept that. All that's fine. What I'm saying is that you realize. I got you. But you realize that the only reason that is because we live in America. It's not because of Christianity.
And America is a Christian nation.
It's not.
America was founded as a Christian nation by Christians.
It wasn't.
It was absolutely. It absolutely was.
How do you explain the Treaty of Tripoli?
The Treaty of Tripoli.
Yeah.
If you're talking about when one man told one other man about how America is a fundamentally deist or whatever nation. That's not
what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about.
Point.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, explain the Treaty of Tripoli.
The Treaty of Tripoli was a treaty between the United States government and the Barbary pirates. It literally says within the Treaty of Tripoli that America is not at war with Muslims, because America is not in any way founded on the Christian religion. It literally says that within the treaty.
Who wrote this?
The founder signed it, but it was signed between America. It was signed between Thomas Jefferson wrote. I understand Thomas Jefferson wrote it. I understand Thomas Jefferson wrote it. I understand that he wrote it. But it is a treaty between one country and another country, and within that, hold on, listen.
Okay, my fault.
A treaty between one country and another country. Right? So America itself is saying that we are not built on Christianity. Treaties between countries is not one man speaking to another man. That's not how treaties work. Treaties are one country and another country. So that means United States government itself is saying that we are not founded on the Christian religion. So for you to say that we are founded on the Christian religion is just wrong. The treaty, the treaties itself says it's not.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. In 2022, the median net worth for Black households in the U.S. was $44,100. The median net worth for white households in the U.S. was $284,300. So can you tell me how Christianity is helping with that in the U.S.? Can you tell me how?
So, Lords, I'm gonna be respectful because I'm a God-fearing man, and I'm not gonna sink down to your level. My claim was responding to your claim that Black people in America are Christians and have these lower metrics of life, and we compare that to
what I asked you was, how has it helped Black people in America? And you told me that they are doing better than people in China. How can you tell me how has it helped the disparity between Black households that earn $44,100 and white households that earn $284,300 per year? How does it help us here?
Okay. Well,
how does it? Because we don't live in China. How does it help us here?
So Christianity is the bedrock and the foundation of every institution that advances, that gets Black people over the hurdle, so to speak.
Sir, how does it help us here?
Again, every single
can you tell us how it has helped?
Because without it, we would have nothing.
Black people here.
Because without it, we would have nothing. We would have nothing to progress with.
Listen, compared
to Black community without Christianity.
Compared to white people, we have nothing. $284,300 compared to $44,100 is nothing.
No, it's not. It's something, and nothing is
no.
zero.
It's actually nothing. We started with actually
nothing. We had zero, and now we have on average.
It's actually nothing. Exactly, Andrew. It's actually nothing.
It's not. But again, Christianity has been the bedrock that has allowed us to have a culture that has allowed us to have any kind of advancement whatsoever.
But that's incorrect, Sid. As I pointed out before, Christianity actually interrupted a lot of our cultures. The only reason you believe that now is because Christian countries that colonized Africa erased our cultures. So to say that we wouldn't have any culture is just incorrect.
No, that comment was about Black people in America, and in regards to Africa.
All right, so Black people in America. When it comes to Black people in America, again, it proves my point, because Black people came into America as enslaved people, right? So the entire culture was cut off by Christians. So to say that we wouldn't have culture without it, we have the culture that we have now because of it.
Yeah,
we have the culture that we have now in spite of it.
In spite of it, I'm sorry,
not
because
that
in spite of it.
Every fucking body, everybody copies our culture. We have the culture we have now in spite of it.
And it's all rooted in Christianity.
It's not rooted in Christianity.
It's not
rooted. We have what we have in spite of Christianity. That's what we have.
No.
We built what we have in spite of fucking Christianity.
Okay, Sid, let me answer the question. Let me answer the question. Sid, you don't deny.
He didn't do what he did because he was a Christian. He did what he did because they was bombing his fucking house too.
Oh my God.
All right, Sid, you understand? Sid, hold on. You understand that Black people in America and the Caribbean, we all came from Africa, right? You understand that?
Yes.
So you understand that much of the cultural things that we do today is rooted within African tradition? Like even gospel, even gospel music within itself is call and response. That came from Africa. Hip hop that has call that comes with, that has call and response comes from Africa. Even a lot of break dancing and tap dancing moves come from Africa. Gumbo actually comes from Africa. That's not Dr. Umar. This is anthropology. This is not Dr. Umar. It's anthropology. If you take any anthropological class, it will tell you that even AAVE, the habitual be, how we have when we say, oh, he be working, when we say stuff like that, even that comes from Africa, because African language have habitual be and European language don't have that.
No.
So even hold on. Let me finish it because it seems you're not even understanding what I'm saying. A lot of the things that we do in America today, from Haiti to Jamaica to United States, a lot of that is rooted within African traditions. Almost all of it.
No musicology
almost all of
worth
it.
Their weight or worth a damn will tell you that our culture today is comprised of any elements or majority elements that come from Africa.
You're just wrong. You're just wrong.
It was erased.
You're just wrong.
You're
just
We
wrong.
had to
You have no
embrace
idea what
a
you're talking
Western
about.
Christian
wrong.
identity,
no idea
and we
what you're
built that
talking
from
about.
scratch. That is a
You-
fact.
you have
You
no
don't know
idea
what you're talking about.
You have
That is
no
a
idea.
fact.
You know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about. That's it. You just don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on, y'all. Sid, you putting me to sleep, Sid.
I'm trying to educate your panelists, and they just all.
Yeah, you're not trying to educate a damn
Are
thing.
you educating a bitch? You don't have no sources, no fucking nothing.
Hold on, y'all.
You literally said that none of our cultures is built from Africa. Are you crazy?
They're just angry.
Do you know what jambalaya is, bro? Jambalaya is literally jollof. Are you crazy?
That's all it is.
I drop Sid.
That's all.
That's who you was getting cooked by?
Jambalaya
That's
is
crazy.
jollof
Yeah,
rice with ingredients from the South added to it. That's all it is.
Be easy. He literally said he was cooking you.
Gumbo
Yeah, he
was
cooked
a
me
word
with
for
that. He
okra.
cooked my ass with that.
Gumbo was a word for okra. That's
I
why
kinda
most
wanted
of the
to-
gumbo that people cook has okra in it. What is he? Don't even know what he's talking about. Listen.
I wanted to talk about something else.
I'm sorry to let you get in, bar, but
no, that wasn't my smoke. That was not my smoke. I don't have nothing for Sid right now. Y'all, I appreciate y'all doing it. I ain't had nothing for him.
All right, it's about to be 11 o'clock, so I got to go ahead and get to sleep and get ready for work, man, because I got to be up like at 7. But you're gonna be on for like another hour, right? Bar.
We'll see.
Give me like another. No, that's all good.
It might be a little longer than that.
A little longer. Okay, that's all good. I do got to get off. Hey, y'all, I appreciate everybody who is here and everybody who watched me over on YouTube. Be easy, Ariel, Kate, and Lords. You know, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I really hope y'all could come out to the Black Atheist Skeptics and Humanist Cookout, the B.A.A.S.H cookout. I'm gonna have t-shirts out there as well. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give more details about it. I'm gonna start the RSVPs in November, and the t-shirts will go on sale in November as well. All right. So I really do appreciate y'all being here, being on the panel. You guys are always wonderful. Lords, we gotta start letting you go live, man, for real, because your lives will be amazing.
Let me tell you what happened. I started to go live. I had said I was gonna go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays when Christina is not live at 10:30, 11:30. But then my daughter started working from fucking home. That motherfucker put a wrench in my plans because I can't be doing all that hollering and screaming like I be doing. I'm gonna have to figure something else out. She got her little job. She was like, "Mama, I'm gonna move out." I was like, "Yeah." Then she went out there and saw that rent was high as giraffe pussy, and then she was like, "No, I'm gonna just stay here with you." So she put a little wrench in my plan. So I gotta figure something else out.
Gotcha. All right, but when we figure that out, I'm definitely be on those lives as well.
I cannot.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna be front row, like nigga, man.
I gotta be up on Lord's lives for real. But for the people who was asking, it's gonna be in Central Florida. I'm gonna give the details out as soon as time comes. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Stay here for Black Atheist Rants. I appreciate everybody, everyone who watched me on YouTube, everyone who watched me here. And I just would like to say I apologize if I was being ableist with the other guy. Yeah, I mean, when I say if you put a helmet on when we went to school, I do apologize for being ableist. All right, that I know that was. I was just I'm sorry.
I'll put it up there. I don't give a fuck. Get your ass on this bus.
That's a one-seater.
A one-seater bus for real.
But for him to say that African people lived in mud huts, first of all, where have you seen that?
You know, white-owned channels.
Well, you never even been to Africa. Africa looks just like
Exactly. Have you ever been to Lagos? Have you ever been anywhere in Ghana and Cameroon?
Accra is beautiful.
Voice it. I know you gotta go. Yeah, you plugged everything. I just want to make sure everybody go over there and follow Pastor Bossy. I'm thinking about Be Easy name. I'm trying to say your name. Yeah, y'all go over there and.
Next week I'm gonna have the jacket and the suit on and have my tie and everything. All right, we go. We ready to cook for the. We ready to cook. All right,
man. Look,
yeah, we'll do it.
That is gonna be hilarious.
That's gonna be fun. But
you gotta be in character though, like
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be in character. I'm gonna have my book of Satan and everything.
but all right though, bro. Go ahead.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. All right.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right, bro.